Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday Free Show of A Mediocre Time.
It is the Friday Free Show of A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I am Tom.
Our families are here.
Yes.
It is a big day. It is a huge day. We've never done this.
Yeah. This is we're calling that the Tom and Dan Thanksgiving special because
we have a lot to be thankful for. Is that what you were going to say?
Our whole families are here.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've had all the kids on the show together.
I don't think we've ever had everybody, right?
Crystal's here. How you doing, babe?
Hey, everybody.
We've got
Gotcha.
Tommy Van here. How you doing, Tommy?
Hi.
We got Max Van. How you doing, Max?
Good.
All right. Maisie, how you doing?
Great.
And Andrea Dennis. How's it going, Andrea?
Awesome. I just felt like I should keep that going.
Yeah, it's awesome. This is interesting. I understand. It's going to be a little weird because we've never done this before, but
Yeah.
thank you guys for all being here and taking time out of your busy schedules and your busy holidays to come and let your father and I put you to work and let you do the show with us. I think it means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to you.
Now, right off the bat, we can highlight a stark difference between the Dennis family and the Van family, and the fact that
Into the gripes, huh?
the
this guy, right into the, I mean, really, right into it. There's no pleasantries, nothing. He's like, let's go.
Maisie and Andrea got here at 11:30, and Maisie started cleaning the entire
did.
studio
Yeah.
and organized
She did
our
do-
drinks
She did do
and
that.
the snack
Yeah.
bar.
She has a sickness because she has a sickness.
And
Why did you do that?
Van family.
I want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
The-
All right. That's fair.
It's very messy.
It was very.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You came in and you and your mother started complaining, right? What did you say?
It's very messy.
They just had stuff everywhere. They had boxes of like drinks,
Moldy cup.
moldy cups.
Yeah, we did have moldy.
I had to wash their dishes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the playroom, filled with garbage and moldy cups.
Have you guys ever found food in the playroom?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches. You found cockroaches. Cucaracha? How many did you find?
One.
One. A big one or a little one? The little ones are the ones you got to watch out for.
It was huge.
He was. Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah.
See, Tommy will get tell the real.
We made the boys pick it up because they called me and they're like, Dad, there's a cockroach here. And I'm like, you're going to have to pick it up. And then
You left those Takis in there. So.
Yeah. I like Takis. You guys like Takis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it was Maisie who introduced us to the Trader Joe's Takis.
Yeah.
And now Tommy is obsessed.
Oh,
I don't
And now
like
some
the
of our-
Trader Joe's Takis anymore.
You don't like them anymore?
you know how
yeah.
I like Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
real
okay.
Walmart now, right? We like trashier snacks, don't we?
I don't know.
all right, well, let's start off with
This is going to be hard. It's like wrangling cats, but we're going to do it, right? We're going to do our best to keep this moving.
And we'll start off with some simple questions first. And I'm actually curious about this. And the BDMs put some questions in the group that Daniel put in Chat GPT, and they organized it for us.
Yeah, what a tool. Yeah, you just grab the whole thread and go like, organize these things.
Really?
Yeah, oh, it's amazing.
Chat GPT, one of the best employees you've ever had.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't have to pay him.
Oh, the amount of work that thing does? Holy smokes.
Doesn't put anything in my wallet. So
Yeah, it will learn.
and I guess we'll start from left to right. So we'll start with you, Tommy.
Yeah. Well, he's the oldest.
And someone asked in the BDM page what you thought about what your dad did for a living and what this show is. And I know you know kind of about the show, but what do you know about what I do for a living and this
question.
show, if anything? Do you know the name of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Tom and Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know the
that's it.
full name of it, though?
Well, there's too many to know. There's a
Yeah.
mediocre Tyler.
Yeah.
We're
Do you know all
we're
the
gonna go
different
all
ones
Tom
we
and
do?
Dan.
Do you know all the different ones that we do? Like we do like a radio show, right?
Yeah.
And then we do like a podcast. Have you ever heard your dad refer to, or is it all just Tom and Dan?
He says like podcasts and a radio show.
Yeah.
He says different things a lot.
Yeah.
Contradicts himself. Yeah. Mixed signals, some people call it.
And Max,
I do that too.
what do you think about the show?
If you guys are like having fun, then it's cool. But if you guys are just stranded here, like, help, I want to get out of here, it's not fun.
No, yeah.
This guy knows. This guy knows how I
Have you
feel.
been listening to Daniel?
You've been listening to Daniel. This is a sensitive soul here. This man knows how I feel.
It's not all about fun.
It is all about
It's
fun.
about producing content and putting commercials in front of it. So that the listeners and the advertisers are happy.
It's about
Maisie knows it's all about the money,
about
right?
the
And the
schedule.
business.
It's about the ad schedules.
Maisie, what is your opinion about what we do?
Yeah, do you know do you know all the names of our stuff?
Kinda.
Okay, give me what you know.
Okay, so Tom and Dan, and then Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
Yeah.
TND Media.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah, that's good. No, I think you guys, all three of you, covered it all. Great
Yeah.
job. You guys actually. Now, do you know what our like? If somebody were to say, like, "Hey, what does your dad do?" I'll ask Max. If somebody said, "Hey, what's your dad do?" What would you say?
He does a radio show, and a podcast, and the podcast name is Tom and Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
pretty
All
good.
right, well done.
Or like, he does a comedy show.
Okay.
Well, that could work.
You don't
Yeah.
have to. You don't have to include the name.
Okay, yeah, just keep it. Yeah. So now, why wouldn't you include the name for fear of somebody being like, "Eee," like not good? Or like,
Because they could be like, ooh.
yeah, they could be like, "Oh, I hate Tom and Dan," right? Yeah, yeah, because we do silly stuff and sometimes we're vulgar, right? Like this song, I wrote a song for you guys. And Miss Crystal, you ready? This is gonna blow your shoes off. Ready?
Fuck, penis, poo poo, greasy turd, pee pee doo doo. Get your butthole on the floor, let that doo doo out the door.
Pooping in the toilet. Pooping in the toilet. Pooping in the toilet. Pooping in the toilet. Okay, that's all.
Oh, I wish I could hear it.
Oh, sorry. You didn't miss
Ah,
much.
no.
You didn't miss much. That was just to keep the energy level high.
It looked really fun.
AI saying pooping in the toilet.
Yeah, he's just pooping in the toilet.
So it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I'm curious to what your kids' favorite part of Thanksgiving is. If you have a particular favorite, thing about Thanksgiving.
Tommy's been through 10 Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of Thanksgiving.
Although the first 5 you don't remember.
You don't really
right?
know much.
He doesn't remember yesterday.
What's your favorite part about Thanksgiving, Tommy?
Manhunt or riding 4-wheelers.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
The camping trip.
You're gonna make your dad cry.
Yeah, manhunt and 4-wheelers. Oh my God, that was the correct answer if you're checking the Tom Van Bingo card.
Although in Manhunt this weekend, there's a lot of camping kids that they're cursed crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hold them down and call them the N-word.
They just got a memory from last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some of the teens in the campsite, they go hard, they're screaming things that inappropriate, right?
Yeah, and so was I.
I know. Look at Tommy smiling.
Yeah, you love it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you love it so much? Why is it like make you light up?
I don't know.
Well, he likes the cursing, right?
It's just power.
Which
makes you feel free.
Okay, all right, that's all right.
Which is Maisie's not too into the cursing,
no.
right? You don't ever curse, right, Maisie?
No.
Yeah, you should teach my sons that you shouldn't.
I mean,
curse.
it's not that big of a deal. Your daddy curses a lot, right? Like, who curses the most in the house, me or Mama?
Dansby.
Dansby. Okay, yeah, that's a funny answer. No, I curse the most by far, like real bad. But have you ever cursed?
No.
Why not? Why wouldn't you curse?
I don't like it.
Well, why? What does it make you feel when you hear it?
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's against the rules.
Yeah, and you like rules. Well, you don't like rules, but you're okay with following them, I guess.
Yeah.
Maisie likes order, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, everybody's
like
different.
To have everybody be polite and be orderly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maisie, did you see my desk and how unorganized it is? I'm sure you did. Yeah, there's garbage underneath that garbage pile.
Sometimes
bills.
Mr. Tom and I don't even get up from our desk to go to the bathroom. We just pee right there.
Speaking of like politeness and respect, so last night we're driving to dinner and this guy had his window down and he was playing music really loud. It was just country music and she was so mad. She was like, why is this guy not being
she's like,
respectful?
this is so inconsiderate.
Hey, good for you,
music's
Maisie.
so loud.
You are right. That guy was inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And he was singing loud.
And he wasn't a good singer.
Yeah.
But he was having a good time. That's what Daddy was arguing for. It's
I
was like, look, he's having a good time. The guy's just trying to have a good time. You just mind your business.
But,
Maisie, what if somebody's playing music really loud at the beach?
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I
Because
don't like
you're
it
trying
either.
to relax, and then they just come, and then what if they're playing like rap music?
I know which way you voted. Right?
Would you ask them to turn it down, or would you just like move to a
What
different
would you
spot?
say? Or would you walk over there and go, big red wave coming in January?
I would say if you're gonna play rap music, play Outkast, because that's the best rap music.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Hey.
Tommy likes some Outcasts and
man.
Wheels of Steel.
Dude, Wheels of Steel. I just got an Outkast sweatshirt yesterday. I love it so much. It's Atlanta Falcons Outkast sweatshirt. I'm so happy about it.
So here's a question from our listeners, and I'm curious about this one too. What's the most embarrassing thing your dad does or your mom that you are embarrassed of? Is there anything?
Nice pivot on that. You know, I almost fist bump you. Nice pivot on that.
Is there anything embarrassing that your parents do that sticks out in your head? We'll start with you, Maisie.
Yeah, she seems eager. Why are you so eager?
She's got one loaded.
Yeah.
You sleep. He doesn't sleep with underwear on.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa, wait, wowie, whoa.
Exposed.
Exposed. And Max just gave me the sound effect. He's like, exposed. You guys could do a show together. I guaranteed you guys could do a show and I could set it up. Did you? Max just did what I normally. That's what I used to do on the Monsters. Exposed. Showed his pecker. Ding dong.
No underwear. What about you, Max? Anything that's embarrassing that your mom or dad does?
When there's like a music playing at an event, she starts dancing and she's like, "Come on, dance with me!" And it's like, "Stop!"
Yeah.
She's turning your mom. I just want someone to dance with.
Hey, I like it when your mom starts
Mama
dancing.
always starts singing.
I do.
Loudly.
Yeah, and then she sings like a deaf person for some reason. Yeah, it seems like dang, dang, dang. And I'm like, can you put the consonants in there?
Anything that embarrasses you, Tommy?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Tommy.
Well, would it embarrass
like
you though
dust.
if you got singled out? Like if somebody was like, "Hey, everybody, look, it's Tommy," and like the spotlight's on you. Is that something you like or dislike?
I don't like
You don't like that?
I
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Your dad dislikes that.
I do.
And I like it. Yeah,
I like it.
I'm kind of like Maisie and Max, and I know that you're a little indifferent, right? Like you don't really care, so you'd be more like Tom and the boys. Where are you, Crystal? Spotlight or no spotlight?
Oh, no spotlight.
No spotlight.
For sure.
Gotcha.
I have a funny video of when we went on that New Year's trip to Westgate of Max and Maisie dancing, and then I panned a little bit to the right, and Tommy was standing on a chair holding the spotlight on and it was so perfect. And
I remember that. Yeah, he was doing like back of house, and you did a good job.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's where he's more comfortable. And these two are more comfortable in the spotlight. It's funny how that.
Yeah, totally
continued
okay
the
with
trend.
firing the lasers if they want to dance in the lasers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, that kind of leads me directly into a would you rather question I had written down. Would you rather dance in front of your whole school or smash your pinky toe with a hammer?
Oh!
We'll start with you, Tommy.
Smash my pinky toe with the hammer.
Yeah. Well, I knew it.
Yeah. I know another guy that feels that way about stuff like that. That would literally chop his hands off and not go out on stage. Yeah.
And I know your guys' answer.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Max. So I got a question from the BDM page. What's your favorite Roblox game? Because this particular show, I feel like a lot of our listeners are going to they can have their kids listen. Until Jolly comes at the end of the show.
We won't put a big, gigantic Jolly warning on. Yeah, we're trying to really shake it up. This is the oil and water episode.
So, what's your favorite Roblox game, Tommy?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I know you play. What was that game where you ran through all the levels? It was like 99 doors.
Do you still see Sanic or?
Oh, there's Sanic.
Oh, Sonic.
Sonic.
No, it's Sanic.
It's Sonic.
There's a meme. It's like Sonic. It's like Sonic, but like a weird drawing. It's like
a 2D Sonic.
It's like a fake Sonic made that's called Sanic. It's kind of like Stonks. Instead of Stonks and of Stocks. Never mind. It's memes.
yeah, memes.
Gotcha.
Do you have a favorite Roblox game, Maisie?
Oh, I don't play Roblox.
No, Roblox. Do you play any games? On like
you watch more videos.
I like watching videos better than playing games.
Yeah.
But when we're on a long car ride, I usually play I don't know, but I have games that I just play.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to watch on YouTube?
Either Darman videos. I don't know.
Darman?
Yeah.
Who is Darman?
He does stories that teach lessons. I don't know, but they're good. It's people acting out something, but it's good.
Okay.
Those are learning lessons, educational YouTube.
Max knows where this is going.
Yeah, this sounds terrible.
Max, what's your favorite thing to watch on YouTube?
Watch.
Unspeakable.
Yeah.
That's
Do you ever
old
watch
now,
any
right?
breakdancing? Do you ever watch?
They're watching Sunday right now a lot, right?
Yeah.
Among Us games.
And I heard you guys like anime, right?
Yeah, I usually.
Whoa, that was quick. Yeah, they do like anime.
I love Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yeah, man.
I don't watch YouTube that much. I usually watch anime.
Okay, so you've kind of graduated off of YouTube, and now you're watching something a little bit more, a little cooler.
Now,
is YouTube too baby now?
For me, no, because there's some pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
Like Mark Rober's science experiments,
I've heard of Mark Rober.
Yeah,
he does he has a YouTube channel, but science experiments and stuff.
Yeah, you guys like Mark Rober?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys could definitely do a podcast, 100%. I'm figuring this out in my brain. I used to say that we couldn't pass this on to you guys, but I actually think we could now after testing them a little bit.
I just thought of something. Let's describe our typical mornings because I feel like it's a stark difference here in everybody's mornings. Now, I mean, speaking of anime, my son's Tommy sets his clock to 6:30. And wakes up and immediately starts watching anime every morning.
You like it, right?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
And then usually while Tommy's watching anime...
I'm watching anime right now.
I thought you were going to have them describe their morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm watching
Dan
Dan right now. But yeah, go ahead. What do you guys do? You get up and you fire up the anime.
Yeah, and that's all I do.
I like that.
But then, like, it's all about breakfast and
Yeah.
getting dressed.
But what's happening around the house?
Nothing much. It's
Yeah.
just like plain.
What's your dad doing?
He's running.
Okay, so he gets up.
Working out.
Yeah, wow, you're making fun of him, it sounded like. Are you making fun of him working out? Yeah, does that get old a little
He
bit?
does it too much.
Yeah, I
like, play with your sons.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Play with your sons. Where
Play
you-
with my son.
yeah.
You're watching anime. I'm getting your
Yeah.
lunch ready.
What are you
I'm
running
getting your
from?
breakfast.
You do nothing in the morning. Nothing.
Right, guys, who makes your
My
breakfast
dad's
every day?
pooping.
How many poops do I take?
You said today you took 5.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
5 poops.
yeah, because you guys took me out
my
last night.
God.
And you got me some spicy tacos.
You're usually in the bathroom for at least 30 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes.
on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that sounds reasonable.
Okay, thank you. See, Tommy, Tommy's my buddy.
How am I not allowed to watch my iPad on the toilet, but you're allowed to watch your phone?
I don't have an answer for that right now. Didn't expect the question. I'll get back to you on that. I'll research that and get back to you on that.
So, Maisie, how about you in the mornings? I know you get up, you like to do
Usually-
stretching.
Yeah.
Wake up at like 6:30. Then sometimes I take a shower, and then I eat breakfast. Then get dressed.
Are you making your own breakfast? Are you making your own eggs?
I make my eggs, and then
I know how to do that.
sometimes
Yeah.
toast, but usually just eggs with Cholula and stuff.
Yeah, she gets like an egg. And
So
like
eggs
she,
with hot
yeah.
sauce.
Yeah, she eats it. That's what she eats.
That's a businessman breakfast.
Yeah, she eats like Jerry Jones.
Yeah, like your dad.
She does eat like my dad. But it's funny the number of
eggs
things
and
that
hot
are
sauce.
exactly like my dad. Like she'll eat like 9 pieces of bacon, and I'm like, you can't do that. But that's my dad. I mean, that's why you put him in the ground.
I'm vegan.
Yeah.
I mean vegetarian.
A vegetarian, not
Ve-
vegan.
Not
vegan.
vegan.
Are you thinking about going vegan?
No,
No, not your thing.
because I love eggs.
Okay, that's fair. Can't give those up, man.
Why don't you eat meat, Max?
Because I don't like to try new stuff.
Okay, that's
That's
fair
an
enough.
honest. That is the
And-
most honest answer.
I just think of the animals
Yeah.
that I'm eating, and it's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is an animal.
The animals are raised to be killed and be eaten.
Let's have a
All right.
debate. Let's have a debate. I know where you voted again. Yeah. You're
No
going to be
li-
okay for the next 4 years. The other guy, you'll be upset for a little while.
No loud rap. Animals are made to be eaten.
Yeah. That's Texas Maisie.
Not all animals.
Hot sauce and eggs.
Go Cowboys.
So why do you eat meat, Tommy?
You didn't used to, right? But then your dad told me one day, he comes in one day, he's like, Tommy loves hot dogs.
It's tasty.
I love hot
Because
dogs.
it tastes good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meat?
Probably like pig or ham.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Maisie's. It's pork. Yeah, you like pork, right?
It's not my favorite.
Oh, what's your favorite?
Ground beef.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's new.
She switched recently when she
should've
went
known
tacos to her new taco.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Very good.
But she does love the pork products. You love bacon.
I love city barbecue.
Yeah, we love City Barbecue.
yeah,
Tracy,
right.
cut that out and send it to me.
I just had a
let-
meeting with them.
Yeah, let's try this one right here. Like, what do you guys? I've been wanting to ask this, to your boys, Tommy and Max, and we'll start with Tommy. What do you guys think of the character Drunky the Bear?
He's funny.
I agree.
Have
Does
you
it-
seen all the stunts?
Yeah, have you seen all the videos?
I don't think all of them, but I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
You've seen him jump in the gravedigger, right?
Yeah.
And you've seen the one that you've seen the rocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So-
Hummer jump.
Yeah.
Was that the one with the like it was like the mini
Yeah, the delivery bike.
Oh, with the little
the
person or the
scooter?
mini bike?
No, the scooter. He said the
Oh,
delivery
okay.
bike.
Oh, okay. Got delivery bike. Gotcha.
that
Yeah,
what you were
yeah.
trying to say?
Yeah, scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tommy was going to dress as Drunky the Bear for Halloween, but maybe next year, right?
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
I don't blame
Yeah,
you.
that's too hot.
Tommy is like all about I'm just going with what's logically better for me at this moment. I like that. That's a good way to live your life. But you guys are proud that your dad was like a big time, it was a big, He's one of the biggest radio characters in all of Central Florida and will probably always be. It's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to have a dad like that, I think.
And some of the teachers, they were like, I remember Drunky the Bear.
Yeah, some of your teachers will know Drunky the Bear.
Maisie, did you know Mr. Tom used to dress up like a bear?
For what?
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't tell her any of the story.
For his job.
Now, did you know that I wrestled in downtown Orlando? A little person?
You're a little person.
Oh my God! It's almost like there's a script.
And then Max laughs like me. I'm like telling you, I could put this on right now, and I could produce the show, and it would crush. Kids in the morning.
All right, here's another question: who farts louder, mom or dad?
Yeah.
Dad.
All right, Maisie says dad.
Mama,
But your farts are stinkier. They stink so
Who's
bad.
your stinkier?
yours stinks so bad.
Okay, mamas don't stink? She farts more than me, 100%.
No.
Yes.
Same,
No.
same. Like you
Well,
fart
she
more,
does fart a lot.
Yeah.
but yours stink more.
Yeah. So you're more audible, but you're more pungent.
They smell like throw up mixed with rotten eggs mixed with like sweat.
Okay. That's complicated.
That's
All right.
very
Guys, they're warming up.
precise.
They're warming up. They're
All
warming
right,
up.
Let's get to some current day kid slang here because
they're warm. Good call.
Yeah. So
Took us a minute. But 25 minutes. Hey, heat up.
who knows what giat means?
A butt.
All right,
you're
Maisie
on
knows.
board.
I thought.
Yeah. But you know, I'm gonna give Max some credit. You said huge butt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I gotta give Max some credit too. It's a butt, but it is a huge butt.
Yeah. It can't be a flat long back butt.
Yeah.
But that's no giat.
Yeah. Do you guys?
That's a level 0 gyat.
That's all right. Can anybody explain
Thank you, Chris.
what sigma means?
I don't know. It's just a random
It's like
thing.
when you're like maybe like in love with someone or something like
Can you
I
use
don't
it in
think
a
that's right.
sentence?
I don't know. Like
I don't think that's right, May.
I don't know. But the boys use it.
Yeah, but they use it wrong, right?
They're like I don't know. But one time
They hear a lot of what the sigma. I hear a lot of that.
yeah, and so this boy, he likes a girl, and I heard him talking to another. He's like, "I like that Sigma."
I like that sigma.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I said that to your mom. I whispered to her. I go, I like that sigma. Right?
Does anybody know what Riz is?
It's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like
It's hard to explain.
it's hard to explain. It's like something that like goes along like handsome but also like sigma.
Like, does your dad have Riz?
To my mom, yes, but to other women, no.
No, that's a good answer.
Nailed it. Yeah. Maisie,
That's
do
a
I have any
good
Riz?
answer.
Do I have Riz?
Sometimes.
When? Name a time when I've had Riz. Can you think of a time maybe when I've been?
On your like wedding day or something?
Oh, that was like so long ago. So like now, do I have any Riz?
Only on special occasions.
Okay, so I'm as good once as I ever was Toby Keith Riz. Yeah, I got that whole Toby Riz. Cancer.
Here's a question from Becca Rouse.
Okay.
She wanted to know what the kids wanted to be when they grew up, and
Start with Max on this one.
and how they think they're going to become that, and what kind of money they expect to make.
Maxie, have you given this any thought, buddy?
I want to be a dentist worker when I grow up.
All right, that's good.
Money.
Now, it's not your turn yet. You settled down over there.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I sound just like Tom.
How much?
My God, that's a perfect impression of Mr.
How
Tom.
much are you gonna make as a? Is it a hygienist or do you want to be the dentist?
Dentist.
Okay, yeah. You want to be the doctor. Hygienist is for girls.
Yeah. That's just a weekend course.
Yeah.
They do.
Even
So,
Texas
yeah.
Maisie agrees with that because she's traditional.
Yeah. What about you, Maisie? What do you want to be when you grow up?
Vanna White.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true. That
All
is
right,
true.
Vanna White.
She says it all the time.
From
And we
Wheel of
watch-
Fortune?
Yeah, and we watch the show, and then she's like, I could do that so easy.
That's what I think too.
Why do you want to be Vanna White though?
Because Papa said that she makes $1 million a year.
What?
Now Max wants to be Vanna White.
Just for
flipping letters.
Yeah. Now she didn't even flip them. Now you just touch a button. You don't even flip them now.
My dad is putting these thoughts in my kids' heads.
Well, he's a traditionalist too. They were at Hooters when they were talking about it, right? Didn't your dad take her to Hooters? That's why I wore my shirt today.
We were watching it when I was at his house, and he was like, "Oh,
girl, you can be the next Vanna White."
She makes a lot of money.
She does make a lot of money. And she just pushes some buttons. And old Sajak is out now.
Yeah. And she's also been doing it for like 40 years, I feel like, right?
So what if you can't be there, Vanna White? Because there's only one Vanna White. What would you be?
Well, I think she'll be pretty old when I want to.
You're counting on her dying.
Yeah. She'll age out eventually.
You're going to wait in the wings.
She'll probably retire by then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And you're going to slide in there. What's your name? What's your name gonna be? Are you gonna be like Maisie Dennis, or are you gonna use a different, like a
Miss Dennis?
Maybe you could be like
Lucille.
Maybe you could be Cholula.
No.
Okay.
But if I don't get to be Vanna White, I want to be a Rockette.
All right.
That's close.
Performer.
Rockette.
Well, someone asked
Probably too short.
Well,
to
what
be
does
a
Tommy
Rockette.
want to be when he grows up?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you want to be, buddy? Yeah.
A speck of dust.
My favorite quote you've ever said, man. It's my favorite quote you've ever said.
Yeah. Now
Sometimes when I'm depressed, I think of that quote, and I'm like, man, he had it right the whole time. Just a speck of dust would be awesome to be a speck of dust.
Now, me and Tommy have talked a lot about this at night when we have our long talks at night about the universe.
Now, can I say something? Do you tell them that you think you figured that out?
What, the universe?
No. Do you tell them that you think you figured out why they asked so many?
Oh,
they keep it going. Yeah.
You guys.
Tommy, are you chatting with Dad at night to have long philosophical conversations with him, or are you just that he's going to keep talking, so then you don't have to go to bed?
You can be honest.
He doesn't want to hurt my feelings. He's a lot like me. You can tell the truth.
Yeah,
it's
you
fine.
can tell the truth.
To keep you talking.
Yeah.
I would do that too.
But Tommy mentioned you maybe want to be a movie maker or write some books or write some stories because you got a really good imagination, right?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. You could get up in your head and just play cartoons in your head and entertain yourself.
And he can be by himself. He doesn't have to deal with anybody.
I like being in my brain too. You ever written any like songs or stories or drawn any cartoons or anything?
Not really.
You have written mini books.
I mean,
with
books?
Your books that you write on paper.
I do like that he does
make
these
like
things.
And
then he's like, I don't care.
What was that song
What about
we
the
made?
What do you mean what song?
You idiot.
It was the song you made on AI, and you were just like trying to do it all night. What was that song?
Oh no, that was for the show. You just heard me working on something for the show.
No. It was something I made up, and then you put it into this thing, and it made a song.
It was like another pooping in the toilet too, or something. Yeah, it was another masterpiece for sure.
Here's another question: is there anything your parents make you do that you hate doing or you don't want to do? Maisie?
Do I ever yell at you? You ever get in trouble?
Sometimes.
What do you do?
I don't know.
What makes me the most mad, you think?
Probably like putting my face too close to Dee Dee, or
things that could danger you. Yeah.
Yeah, like handling him too hard.
Yeah.
When you sit on the couch, not like a normal person.
Yeah. You do flips all the time.
Do your parents make you do any chores that you don't want to do?
No, but I just do chores when I want to.
Yeah. You like doing chores?
Yeah, that's not
cleaning?
that's not a really funny thing. That's right. I never talk about that. I never bring that up because it is not funny to come on your comedy podcast and say that your daughter does things for you without asking it, and you never planted the seed.
Cleaning the house?
I never say it. She's like, I fed Dansby. I'm like, oh, thanks, babe. I've never asked her to do that.
Yeah, makes her bed every morning.
Yeah, it's not a fun.
Make her bed.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing. To
Not
talk
every morning.
No, not every morning. It's not just most mornings.
I don't think Max and Tommy, have you ever made your bed before?
I don't make my bed, dude.
No, I don't know how.
Yeah.
That's the right answer. I don't know how to make my bed either.
Where would you say the sheets are?
Every 10 years, I just put a blanket on my bed and then take the other one out. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just have I just sleep with a blanket on me like a hobo.
You always whine when you can't get like the sheet or your blanket.
Yeah, I whine about it, right? You're like, shut up.
I need help.
Yeah, you're like, what is this guy whining?
You're less mature than Maisie.
I know. Look, I'm making a show. I'm writing a show right now in my brain. This could happen. It would work, dude. It would work. 100%. And Tommy's going to be the best producer you've ever seen. He'll just be off the side making calls. He'll be like, thanks for calling Max and Maisie.
Yeah.
This is Tommy speaking. How can I?
What do the boys do?
Yeah. Is there anything me or mom makes
Doesn't
you
your
do?
dad make you get out in the yard and clean up? Because he's always doing yard work, and he says, come on, boys, we're going to get out here. We're going to rake the leaves.
I made him rake leaves a couple times.
What do you think about that?
How'd you like raking those leaves?
Max goes, a couple times.
Tommy wants to be a speck of dust right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Man. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It's all right. You can tell people about how you hate raking the leaves.
Yeah, I hate raking leaves.
You said it was the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
Yeah. Now, the vans, you guys get to go on some pretty rad adventures. You get to go to, like, awesome places. What's the best place you guys think you've ever traveled to? Like, what did you guys, as the van sons, what did you like the most?
I liked a lot of things.
Yeah, Moab.
Yeah.
Or no Hawaii. Leading the witness.
He is leading the witness.
Hawaii, Moab, Colorado, the Bahamas, Mexico. There's so much things to pick from. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
You're giving too much.
Cheesecake Factory of Adventures.
Adventures.
Yeah.
I like Georgia.
Yeah, that's not really an adventure, baby. That's just
no.
That's not.
It is an adventure.
It pales in comparison. You know, that's not Hawaii. We're not doing anything. We're going to the Walmart and getting some great value.
I've been to the Bahamas.
Yeah, you have. What'd you think of the Bahamas?
It's pretty good. I just don't like all the jellyfish.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, those jellyfish on the beach really, they really stirred things up, huh?
They made me get itchy.
Yeah, kind of ruined it for you, you know? Have you guys ever felt unsafe on any of our travels when we take you places?
I feel unsafe when we're on a plane and I have to go use the bathroom because I have to unbuckle my seatbelt.
You think you're gonna go to the toilet, and some people get sucked down the toilet. Yeah. But not fat people. Not fat people. They can't get sucked down the toilet.
Macy's on a diet.
Yeah. There she goes. Gone.
So
where does the poop go?
It just flies out the airplane butt.
Yeah, it flies out the airplane
lands
butt.
on somebody's head.
Yeah. Did you guys know that Dave Matthews one time in his bus was driving over a bridge and he emptied all the poo-poo out of his bus and it landed on a tour that was going under the bridge?
You've told me, and
I've told you that before?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, we must talk a lot about poo-poo.
Someone asked about the worst adventure that my boys went on, and it had to have been the horse riding in Moab, right?
Oh,
well,
Moab was pretty good, but
the worst adventure was.
Well, hold on, man. Yeah, hold on, man.
Yeah, I think it was the horse riding in Moab because there was like a 2-hour tour of like mom's horse being in pain.
Oh, that's not good.
Like everyone's horse was pooping.
Yeah.
Mom's horse was just like.
Oh, you had a party horse? You had a party horse?
Yeah.
Really?
And then I'm like, and the tour guide was saying like, don't let them get the water from the river, and I'm like.
Oh yeah,
don't let them drink. They'll like that.
They're so thirsty.
Yeah, don't let them drink. Let them fart it out. They gotta stay dry. We like our horses dry.
Did they see anything cool? Did you see anything cool at least on this tour, or just?
That 2 hours is a long time, right, guys?
So the horse in front of us doo-doo a million times and then pee-pee on a rock.
Yeah.
What about you, Maisie? What's the worst adventure you've been on?
I think. Remember when we went on that like muddy trail? I think it was in Colorado, and just to go up the mountain to see the like Native American bone arrows.
No,
and
that was the shell mound.
that was here.
That was my birthday trip.
I don't know what she's. What?
We didn't even see anything.
So it was at Pontoon. We took the boat up.
Oh yes.
And then we went on
and
a
we
mud
went through the
walk.
vulture forest.
Yeah, and we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
It was a waste of time.
Okay, all right.
Well, it's
Yeah,
on
I
the
forgot about
beautiful
that.
nature of the Florida
And
nature.
then you had to carry the boys back because it was so far.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I got my boots all muddy.
Yeah, you don't like muddy boots.
I'm curious, here's another question. How would you guys describe your parents' personality? So we'll start with you, Maisie. Your mom's personality, your dad's personality?
I'll start with you.
Okay.
She likes to be organized
Mm.
and works out a lot.
All right.
Am I fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Is she fun? You think so? Really?
yeah.
Okay.
But
I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah.
but you're fun because when we go to 7-Eleven, you let me get an ice cream.
Yeah, I let you do whatever you want, right? Yeah, pretty much.
And you,
What's my personality like? Do I have a temper?
what do you mean?
Do I like get angry a lot?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're grumpy.
Okay.
All right.
What do I say?
You're just like, like a
Pretend. Do an impression of me being grumpy.
I'll do it from the other day.
Okay.
I don't want home chef.
Oh, that was me.
Home chef.
Home chef. That's me complaining
wanted
about cooking. Yeah, it's like I don't want a home chef. I want to eat some bad stuff. Yeah. That's pretty good. That was a good impression. That was very good.
Is Daddy only grumpy? He's only grumpy?
Well, he can be fun.
Tell me,
and,
when am I fun?
At 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Walmart, 7-Eleven.
And not really at water parks because you just stay at the beach chairs and just lay there.
Sitting at the beach chairs.
Yeah, we have that in
I
common.
do too.
Yeah. What about you guys? How would you describe your mom, boys?
Mom, she's always working.
Yeah.
She's always cleaning.
Always working hard.
She's always whining about cleaning.
And always whining about cleaning.
Okay.
She's like, we're like,
Always
don't-
working and always cleaning, huh?
wanna clean.
Interesting
Yeah.
that's
Then
your
don't clean.
perspective.
Almost like you were handed a note card before you walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awfully like a script.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes when I forget my wallet, I come home after I drop you off, and it's not what I experience. But maybe we have some different takes on this. What about you, Max? How would you describe your mom?
She's pretty fun.
All right.
When we get in the pool, she barely ever comes, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
yes. You're
problem.
gonna wash
Don't
her
need
hair.
you. Don't need you.
Um,
If you don't want to be there, don't come out. Yeah.
Yeah, she is always cleaning,
Yeah.
and
Why doesn't Dad clean?
I must be really inefficient.
Why doesn't Dad clean? Why doesn't this
All
guy
the time,
clean?
but it's always a mess.
she's always clean.
But are the
Why-
boys
that's not the
making
question.
the
Hey,
mess?
Maisie, that's not the question. I'm asking the boys. Why doesn't Dad clean? And then Maisie goes, "You don't clean." Yeah, I'm not talking to you.
Always working out. You're like,
Yeah. with that other guy.
Mama,
With
Mama's
Vince
always
Fit.
like, don't go up empty-handed. And she's like, why can't anyone help me with chores?
Yeah, Maisie Andrea will lie because Maisie and I leave stuff everywhere.
I don't. You leave
Okay,
more
because
stuff.
I leave stuff everywhere, they'll leave it by the stairs, and then it's always don't go up empty-handed. You have to carry shoes.
Why do they step over it? I place it on the stairs so
Yeah.
they
You
see
step
it, and you
over
guys
I do step over it.
Right
I do
over
step
it.
right over it.
Yeah, why
I
is this
do.
on the stairs in the way? I'm about to step on
Yeah,
it.
I'm like, this is a danger.
Wait, I
Yeah,
want to
thank
hear what
you.
the boys think that Tom's personality is.
Okay, yeah,
He
that's
was
a-
about to skip that.
Yeah, well, he's smart. Yeah, what do you guys think of Dad? What's his personality like?
I don't know. He's just like always working out.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Well, what about the fun I have
Yeah.
with you guys?
Why is it
I mean,
Barely.
barely.
Yeah.
I grew up.
But why is the
they're
working out?
always fun.
I'm glad that you like the working out. I'm glad that you gave your dad a compliment. Why is it a good thing that Dad works out so much?
it's like he's like work and then 20-minute working out session.
Yeah.
And then
in a
like,
sensible dinner.
In mornings,
Yeah.
I like wake up and I'm like, I see my dad covered in sweat.
Yeah.
And he's like, are you ready to go to school? And I'm like, why are you so wet?
Yeah. I would say that's it. I was like, what's this? When do you go to bed?
Or what about the 10,000 hours of Marco Polo and Monster and Yeet
Not leaving a
Carpet
mark.
and
Yeah.
Yeet Hot Dog?
That was in summer.
A couple months.
Yeah, what have you done for me lately? They're like iHeart. They're literally like iHeart. What have you done for me lately?
Now you go to work.
Uh-huh.
You come home and work out.
Yeah,
2 hours,
uh-huh.
and then we're bored.
You guys are,
man, this guy's breaking it down.
You guys are playing. Listen, I'll come home. I'll quit working out and just play with you guys if you want.
Did EJ put you up to this?
Okay, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
What I think is because it's Thanksgiving break, we're having too much video game time. But when it's normal days, we about get an hour and 30 minutes, and then we have nothing else to do, and you never ask us to come play with you.
Oh man, this is an expose.
That's all I want.
This is a hit piece.
That's all I want.
That's my son
Yeah,
right
this
there.
is a hit piece. This guy went.
Ask
Oh, well, I'm done on that.
It
Yeah, I'm
even
gonna
has
start.
your cadence if you really listen, and it
Yeah.
really warms my heart.
Yeah.
How about when Dad tries to teach you guys about something? You know,
Yeah.
you ask him a question and then he answers it.
takes 30 minutes. It's like the psychological blah 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 blah. 30 minutes later, blah blah blah, and that's why.
I want to
this
hug
was
you
that.
so bad right now, Max. The psychological blah 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 blah.
That's
blah.
what our listeners hear.
The chat. I've never seen the chat room use more all caps. You just slayed them, my boy. Well done. Let's see what else we got in here. Maisie, why do you like dance? Why is that your thing? What inspires you to dance? Why is that your thing?
Because you can do something like fun, but you're also like working out. So
Okay.
It's like you can like do something you like even when you're doing working
out. So it's
And
like
you-
fun to work out.
And you get to be with your friends. And,
Yeah. Gotcha.
And you get to do like parties and
Yeah.
stuff.
You like the camaraderie and the friendship. And yeah, I think that's why most
And
people like.
competitions are fun.
Why do you like competing?
Because I like
You're not scared that you're going to.
seeing like how good I am.
You're not scared you're going to lose? What if you lose?
That's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Not okay with Daddy, but I mean, you can say that now.
Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, I'm not okay with you losing ever. I hope you know that. No, I'm joking. You know I'm kidding around.
What about you, Max? When you're breakdancing?
Can I give you a compliment? I got more emails from people talking about you at the couch races for your headstands. Well done. You did a good job, buddy. We get a lot of people talking about you.
I know. When I'm breakdancing, it's just I kind of feel in the mood to like dance, and I feel in the music.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's okay if I lose.
Yeah.
It's like because it's normally against like teenagers that I lose against.
Yeah.
Once I won against a teenager, and he had way more experience with breakdancing than me. Probably because he fell one round.
But you did it, and you beat him. And so
I mean, it was 2 ties, and then one of the judges voted for me. So it's like we both got 2 points, and then I got the final.
hey, and you won. So you're going to stick with it? Do you think you're going to continue?
Yeah.
What's the next move you want to learn in breakdancing? What do you want to? What's the goal move?
A windmill.
A windmill. Okay. Yeah, I think most people understand what a windmill is and how difficult that can be.
I need to build a practice space. I'm having problems figuring out where to put it because if I put it outside, then
Too hot.
You know where
It's covered in leaves.
yeah.
How about you clean out your garage?
Transform the playroom into like you could move the couch under the like bed and then
you just make the playroom a breakdancing room.
Yeah, put some Marley
you could
down.
put some like wood and then he could like practice practice there.
That'd be cool.
I thought about that, but
Not a
then
bad idea.
then Tommy loses his playroom though,
Yeah.
and he likes playing, watching
You
anime
could
on the
just-
couch.
You could just put like you could just take when Max wants to practice, he could put the wood down and then take the wood out. When
Oh,
Tommy,
it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
man.
I'm probably never
Yeah.
gonna practice at home anyway.
Oh, okay. So you're doing it for nothing.
I think that's what you were waiting for,
We're not
right?
the practicing type. We're going to
Yeah.
practice. Oh, I got
I
it.
mean, if I have to, then I would, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't just like, oh yeah.
You don't
I
need to practice
remember.
right now, right?
Yeah.
I
Like,
just
'cause-
have to practice.
yeah.
the fans.
I would just be like,
You already got it.
You
don't
Max.
like to
don't need
practice?
practice.
You're practicing in your brain,
I
man.
like practicing on Mondays and Tuesdays because that's when I have break dancing.
Right.
classes.
But like when you're not doing it, there's no practicing going on, right?
No.
Yeah. I
But
get
I'm
you.
still pretty experienced, even though I only go on Mondays and Tuesdays.
You've been doing it for like a year now, right?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Do you guys like school? Tommy, how do you like school?
Not as much as he likes his podcast. I guess. Yeah. Being honest with you.
Kind of it's like yawning. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah,
It's like being at Schindler's List in the theater. You're like, this is long and depressing.
Yeah, you're like, I thought I wanted to hear it, but you know what?
You know,
I guess
yeah, Amazing and Tom are right.
So school, you'll take it or leave it. Do you? I know you did a lot better in math.
Hey, congrats on that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
On bringing up your grade. That's terrific. And then now you don't have to go to karate, right?
yeah,
He still has to run.
What did you think about karate, Tommy? Tell us about your karate experience. What did you love about it or hate about it or all that?
Seth on this
No, no. You can speak freely. You can speak freely. He's not here.
Yeah,
Because it was so much work.
yeah.
And the guy who would keep correcting me, he would be like, he would move my hand here.
Yeah.
And I would be like, that's good.
You're like, well, what is a 1-inch
Yeah.
difference, Jackal?
Oh, he's talking about you. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
all right. Yeah, that guy's annoying. Get out of
He's
here.
like, kick like this instead of this.
So wait, is Max still
He's
going? Or
trying to help
nobody?
you.
Nobody's doing karate anymore. No
Give it
karate.
a shot.
I just
Yeah.
decided that it's too much work. I'm already doing like breakdancing, cross country, chorus.
Yeah, you're in chorus now. Congratulations on that. What song are you singing for Christmas?
Jingle bells.
Nice.
Most
So
famous.
Tommy's yawning.
Aren't we going to that?
Yeah, we'll go. We'll try to
Yeah.
come out and see you.
We're gonna go
Max,
see you.
Do you guys wake up early?
We do.
We are early
Okay,
risers.
good, because you have to be there at 7.
Well,
7
no,
a.m.
Yeah.
no, but they're going to come out to the Christmas tree lighting. They would like to come see you at the Christmas tree lighting when you're going to sing in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not coming to your class.
We're
No. My class, you have to be there at 7:15.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
it's
Christmas lighting is 7.
Oh, but it's at PM, I think. Honey.
Yes.
No, it's AM.
We'll have to confirm. We'll get the details.
My music teacher said
Yeah,
it's AM.
Yeah, but she was drinking that bottle at her desk, you know. What I'm saying,
Yeah,
Well,
7 a.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah, a little schnapps.
What the?
So Tommy, are you doing anything else now that you don't do karate? Do you do cross country? Do you do chorus?
Yeah, I do cross country. I don't
Nice.
do chorus though.
What do you think of cross country running with Dad? You like it?
Yeah, it's kind of easy.
Yeah, because all you got to
He's
do
so
is
good at it. He's
it's run.
he's fast. He's got good endurance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's built for it, man. You got built for speed. You could go really fast, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
But he keeps his hoodie on.
Oh, that's.
And
hot.
so I'm like, you're so hot under there.
Yeah.
Max, do you like school? I didn't hear if you liked school or not.
School. I hate it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, to think
That's
of it.
real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Why do you hate
I
it?
love school.
Because it's mostly my classmates.
Oh.
It's just like everybody's constantly talking.
Yeah,
And it's like
kind of like me.
the class is getting punished. Even though I didn't do it, I'm like, I wasn't doing anything. Could I not participate in this punishment, please? And then my teacher just says, nope, it's for the whole class. And I'm like, I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, I get you.
Max
It's
often
frustrating.
complains that his classmates are immature.
Yeah.
I think Tommy has had that complaint.
What do they
too.
do? They just act up crazy. They don't know how to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about like be cool, bro, right? Like knowing how to just calm down and be okay with just being normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And May and you, school?
I love school.
Why do you love school?
I don't know. It's just fun.
Kind of like your mom.
Because I get to be with my friends, and I like learning.
Yeah. All those annoying answers that, your mother would say if she were in your
I love it. It's inspirational.
in your shoes. Yeah.
So, is there anything before we leave today you want to tell the audience, the listeners? Some of these listeners have been listening to me and Daniel for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years?
Yeah.
A lot of people, as much as like this gives me and Tom anxiety, a lot of people saying they very much enjoyed the fact that
Hey, I just
we are
want to
doing
say,
this. Yeah.
you listeners are old.
I like that.
That'll help.
You insult them. That's like father like son.
Max.
They
Get 'em.
pay the bills.
Yeah. You know what
They
else
like
they
that.
are? You know what else they are? They're fat.
Old and fat.
Old and fat. Old and fat. Thank you, Tommy. Old
The
and
fat
These are my
part, no,
songs.
but the old part, yes.
These are the guys I want to hang out with, to watch anime and yell at fat people. I'm like, get up.
Anything you want to say, Tommy, to the listeners? They've listened to you guys grow up and stories about you guys being born, and they heard about
Tommy was the first one. He changed the whole scope, and we had to put on a best of.
Mom was pregnant with you, and then our whole experience of.
Colorado, and she teased me with a fake alligator thing.
Oh my! Quit bringing that up. It was literally just like a fur thing with googly eyes.
It's scary.
There's a video of us riding a gondola, and then we had this little furry caterpillar thing on a string. And we kept throwing it at baby Tommy, and then he's screaming. And then
You're like,
we're all
look at how
laughing.
mad it's making it. Keep doing it. Keep doing
It's
it.
making my mom feel worse. And
I
worse
don't
at
feel
this.
bad. Tommy's
Tommy says he's traumatized by it, and he's telling our family
He's telling
members.
his therapist that I
that's
am
what they say.
traumatized by the worm in the gondola.
And then our family members, he tells the family, I'm like, quit telling them that. It was a fun game. You were a baby. You were scared by it. It's funny. And you're like, no.
You were torturing me for your own enjoyment.
Maisie, got anything to say to the listeners? You got a little message of hope, or maybe a Christmas message you'd like to share with everybody?
You got to work hard for your goals.
Yeah. What are you gonna say? What would you say to everybody for 2025, going into the new year?
Have a lot of poop.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I like
Be
that.
mature like Maisie and
Everyone.
Well, she just said have a lot of poop, so that Max goes be mature like Maisie. I'm like, all right, Max, I like that.
Well, other than the like funny language, she's like really mature.
She's pretty mature.
She could do things by herself that honestly I can't.
But you will. But you will. You will do it. I know it.
Or, you just marry a lady that'll do it for you in the
That's
future.
what I did.
No,
That's what I did.
I know how to cook eggs and
That's
make
what I did.
toast.
Yeah.
Fun.
Well,
Just need help.
Guys, thank you for being here.
Tommy,
Ladies, thank you for being here.
Max, Maisie, thank you guys for coming on the
We
couch
love
today.
you guys. You guys are awesome. We have the best kids.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
She says yes.
Yeah.
And-
Do you guys think you're good kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah, you are. And we appreciate you coming on and being comfortable enough to talk a little.
Especially
This is
Tommy. I'm
nerve-wracking.
going to give Tommy an award.
Yeah.
You did it. You did it, buddy. I know it's such a thing. I know it, but you did it.
Give me my
milkshake.
He's over this. He's like,
Yeah, Tommy's like, give me my milkshake. I earned it. I am out.
You realized it's melting over there.
Well, and Maisie made them cookies. So
Soak a cookie in that. Cookie and a vanilla milkshake would be delicious. All right. All right. We have something else planned for everybody, too. We will be getting to that in about 25 minutes or
Yeah,
so.
we'll take a break. We'll come back. Me and Daniel will do some voicemails.
Yeah.
Then Jolly's coming later for the exact opposite of this. And I'll just ask Jolly to say the worst thing you could possibly imagine to balance it out.
Yeah. We'll be
Anyway.
right back.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. I know it sounds a little weird. We normally don't come back like that, but I like it when we do these one-off like weird shows where we.
It is, yeah.
It's to me, it is easier to do this than it is to load up a standard Friday free show, because the standard Friday free show, I've conditioned myself to put so much pressure on myself that these actually seem easier.
These are hard for me.
Yeah, I know. They're weird.
Yeah.
Because it's super weird.
Yeah. And then, anytime it's, I was concerned about if the kids were going to be, like clam up and now, and not be able to speak freely. And then, of course, like, obviously, when you put a mic in front of their face and they're on the camera, and then 9 and 10-year-olds don't expound on a lot of things anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get one-word answers out of them. For those of you who have kids, you'll know that it's hard to get your kids to
get them going.
Yeah. Especially in a public forum. It's really hard.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well done, though. I'm super proud of him. We'll probably end up doing that again sometime down the road. It is interesting that we waited. Like, if you think about it,
9 and 10.
Tommy's the marker, so we waited 10 years to do it. Really.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's dip into some voicemails. Go through some of these. One of the questions that we had asked, I believe a couple of shows ago, was like etiquette with people in wheelchairs and taking photos.
Hey, Tom and Dan. I was listening to you talking about how you take a picture with somebody in a wheelchair. My grandfather was paralyzed in Vietnam, and I was born in '73. He was in a wheelchair for my entire life until he died when I was in my early 30s. And I realized after listening to your show that every time we took family pictures, everybody around Papa would get to his level because you want your face to be in level with his face. But everybody on the outsides, they would stand up straight. Hope that helps.
Is that the only option you have? Is wheelchair man in the center, everyone close to wheelchair man faces around him, and then everyone else stands up straight around the outside?
That's what seems to naturally happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the people in the wheelchair want you to do that or not.
Yeah.
That's the whole question. Did your grandfather or whatever, did he want that?
Well, you're not going to put him in the back.
No.
I'm getting rid of positions for a person in wheelchair. Okay, so you're taking a photo.
Yeah.
Can't put them in the back. I do feel like it's a bit pandering to put them in the front every time, but they have to be front.
Yeah.
So I would say put them to the left or right side. That way you're not doing the traditional. Was that me? Did you hear that?
That was me.
Okay, I thought that was that was me. I've been doing that a lot lately. And then you put them on the left or right side.
What about holding them like they put their arms around two people's
like
necks?
Weekend at Bernie's.
And you lift them out of the chair and dangle their lower halves.
I would accept that.
Yeah.
The worst, I think we can agree, the worst thing to do is to lift them out of the chair and hold them by their ankles, Suge Knight style.
The upside down.
You hold them like vanilla. Suge Knight's holding Vanilla Ice out, right? That's the worst thing you can do. So take that one off the table.
Yeah. No Suge Knight.
So take off them in the back or holding their ankles. That's off the table. How about holding them like a ventriloquist dummy? How about holding them on one? How about holding their anus with one hand and then draping their legs over your arm, right? You could do that.
What recently, and I forgot what, and I know like Jana Banana and Jason.
Oh, I nailed it. Chat room Brock says Uncle had polio as a kid. He was always off on one side with his wife. Yeah, I think that's the most acceptable. Put them on the side so you're not pandering.
I forgot what show this was in, but I know like Jana Banana and Jason have done like ballroom dancing where they choreograph dancing with a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But then
I can't watch it.
So when you're
I can't watch it.
When you're dancing with someone in a wheelchair, like let's say it's your first time, like for them, they're husband and wife. They choreograph.
Yeah.
But if it was just some like a random person or someone like, would you like to dance? You
would never do that. You would never walk up to a person in a wheelchair and be like, "Would you like to dance?"
I would never even ask anybody that.
No,
I've never,
exactly. No one not in a wheelchair.
And in my entire life, I've never done that. I've never asked anybody to dance before.
I have asked someone to dance, but I don't think I would ask somebody in a wheelchair, not because of the wheelchair, just because because of the wheelchair. I don't want to make it awkward, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to ask them.
So because they need their hands to move
the wheelchair,
to move the wheelchair.
So you have to put your pinkies in their nostrils. My father told me on his deathbed that when you're dancing with a person in a wheelchair, you put your pinkies in their nostrils. It's like the thing that they do on. Have you seen the thing now where it's like put your hands here or put your pinkies here, and you put your pinkies on your phone, and then a hamster looks like he's holding your pinkies, and you're swinging him around the world. Have you seen that?
What is that?
Okay, so like on Instagram and TikTok, there'll be like a hamster with his hands out, and it'll say put your pinkies here on his hands, and you put your pinkies on it, and then the hamster starts looking like you're swinging him around with like you love him, and you're swinging him around the world. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, look for that.
Okay.
Look for that. It's fun.
But yeah, I don't. And then you grab the back handles of the wheelchair, and then you move them.
I think you hold their, I actually believe you hold their shoulders. All jokes aside.
You know, hold the shoulders, and then they move, and they'll
which can
move
get
with
dicey.
you.
I guess you could hold their nipples, which would be
hold their legs.
Maybe Crystal knows. Crystal, do you know how you dance with a person in a wheelchair? Do you want to jump in? You want to jump on this?
No.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'll turn your mic on. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, your mic's on.
Yeah.
One time at a wedding.
People are so happy that you're here because you have the best stories, and they call you Crescent and what is it, Ladybug and Crescent?
Melissa put that on our social media. Now
I know I shared it, and all my friends loved it. They thought it was great.
Your Crescent voice is magnifique.
So one time at a wedding, we were all there. And there was a person dancing with another person in a wheelchair. And I thought it was great. I had never seen a person in a wheelchair dancing before. And I really thought it was like magnificent. I was like, this is wonderful.
Oh, no.
And so I took a photo of them. And you, Daniel.
Oh, no. What did I do? Oh, yeah.
You said, you made me feel bad. Like, oh, look. Let me take a picture of the disabled person doing something normal or something like that.
That sounds like me. That sounds like, oh, let's make a big deal about this. Oh, congratulations.
And
you're like us.
No, I felt so bad. You put me in my place.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but I needed to be because you're 100% right. That is not something that I should be taking a picture of.
I was 100% fucking around. Like, I don't care.
No, I know. But like, it's funny because my intention was to be like delighted. Like, this is so wonderful. Yeah. I've never seen this before. And I love that, she's out here having a great time and she's not letting this limit her. And her boyfriend is spinning her around on the floor. And it was great. It was really great. But I shouldn't be taking a picture of it though. Like, oh, look at these.
Should have taken a video. You should have taken a video. They sped it up really fast and put the Benny Hill music behind it.
That's fine. We're uncultured.
Oh wait, we got some big city disabled dancers.
I'm like, oh, look at that. That white lady's with a black.
Take a picture.
Documented. Never not remembering that.
It's very humbling to feel a certain way and then somebody tell you like. No, and this is no.
I took a picture the first time I saw a Confederate flag in a black person's car. I did.
I would have taken a picture of that too.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, let's go back to dancing. So you've never been a dancer. I've obviously not a dancer.
I want to be.
Oh, I wrote down I was going to ask my sons why they call me Stiff Man. But anyway, so if I ever learned to, how good would it be for you if I secretly, like, let's say instead of running, I took ballroom dancing classes every day, and then
so
finally
you went up to the old Fred Astaire dance studio,
right near our house.
Yeah, there is one in Maitland.
You could run right by that.
I used to date a girl who was taking dance lessons there in Maitland. I caught her cheating on me there in the parking lot.
You caught someone cheating on you in the parking lot?
Yeah, I caught it.
No, you didn't.
I absolutely did. I absolutely did.
No.
Yeah, saw him in the car right after dance. It was with her partner. It gets too spicy in there. They start lambadaing around
and together.
Yeah, and they're
Legs
in there.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I challenged him.
So I just want to know how much this would get me if I did learn ballroom dancing, like for, let's say, 6 months.
Why don't you just try regular dancing instead
of
ballroom dancing?
If you approached me and you were like ballroom, like you were going to ballroom dance with me, I would be horrified. And I would never, it would be so embarrassing.
Would you be like, get away from me, you idiot?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't do it then.
Ballroom dance. I don't want a ballroom
Well,
dance.
what else is? I don't know.
Actually, I wouldn't mind ballroom dancing if I also knew how to do it, but I don't know how to do it.
I mean, I see. I don't know.
It's too late now. Here's the thing.
No, it's too late.
It's just I long for what never was.
Whoa!
But I'm not asking. I know you're not going to become a dancer, and that's okay.
What is something small that he could become, other than me?
Thoughtful.
Because I would be disgusted.
Okay. The thoughtful.
Has he ever? When's the last time he
all
was
right.
thoughtful?
Why does it turn into this?
It's a reverse gripes because the boys were here.
I don't know. I don't really think you're thoughtful.
Okay.
But
All right,
he's
there
very
you go.
helpful, and he does a lot of work.
He
And there's a
does.
lot of value and credit that he deserves.
Endlessly strong. Like just
Yeah, but I mean,
always,
getting up
always
and doing
working.
the kids' breakfast in the morning so I can sleep in an extra 30 minutes is amazing.
Pretty awesome.
And I have no complaints. But if you asked me what I would change, I would say maybe more thoughtful.
All I could think about is my son screwed up because they're like, you should play with us more. I'm like, all right. Because
now you're gonna do it.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna be like, that's what you said on the show, and every day I get home from work, and it's gonna be 2 straight hours of playing.
It is interesting to see their perspective on things because you're not working out all the time at all.
No, I know.
You know what it
20 minutes a
reminds me
day
of?
But
when
it's
they're
like
playing video
the
games.
moments that stick out into their mind are these particular moments,
It
and they're like,
reminds
well,
me
this
of
is
the
happening all
beer.
the time.
It reminds me of the beer thing because he wasn't doing a lot of that, but they were like, you drink beer all the time.
Right,
And I was
they're like,
"Hey."
my dad loves beer.
Yeah, I was like, this guy doesn't drink beer.
No.
Are they
How
going?
much beer do you think I drink?
How much beer does your dad drink, guys? Okay, we had a conflict. Maisie, are you there? Or is it Mo? She left. Yeah, Maisie will straight up tell you, Maisie, I buy beer for my dad.
Yeah, he literally doesn't drink beer. It's funny. Or they say that I'm always cleaning. I'm literally not always cleaning.
Yeah.
That's why the house is always a mess. But
This
it's like,
isn't a slight, but the cleaning and the beer, I haven't seen him drink a beer or you clean, and you know what I mean? Or him talk about that. You know, it's not a thing. I don't clean. I cook.
It's
I'm a
like
cook.
they remember the times where you said like I can't right now.
Right.
But they don't remember. It's kind of like, hold on here.
It's like a negative comment on
It's kind of like you.
Uh-oh.
You never remember the
Good stuff.
yeses. You only remember the no's. I can't right now.
Okay. Yeah,
You know what I'm
well,
saying? So you're like, well, this never happens, but actually it does a lot, but you just never remember the times where it does. You know what I'm saying? So like the kids, when they need something, or they need me to make them something, or they need me to play with them or whatever, they don't like remember. It doesn't stick with them the times that I said, yeah, let's do that. They only remember the times I said, no, I can't right now. Same with you.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but you
that
don't.
sticks out in your head.
Do you act like a baby when she says no?
Oh yeah.
Does he act like a
he
baby?
is
Because it is one of the
silent.
things that I know he doesn't do. Like I am more emotional, so I am more apt to act like a baby, right? Or silent treat. You know, I'm more that guy, right? But I do wonder sometimes because in the throes of desperation, if he is going to be a little babyish.
It's like a little harumph.
Yeah, you harump a little. I do too.
And then it's
You're
like
normal.
other people do this. I don't know why it's such a big
you're
deal.
normal. And then does he do like sometimes, you know, I used to,
said that
you
one
know what I
time.
would throw out there? I throw out there, well, I guess we're just goddamn roommates. Throw out one of those, you know, put your sleep mask on, mad.
All right. I got to go cook a turkey.
Okay. All right,
Hey, what's that mean?
I got to actually go cook a turkey. I have a turkey on
Weird
sous
for
vide right now.
Weird. Oh, that's going to be delicious. Weird for a vegetarian to do that. But you know, I had your turkey 2 years ago or something. It was really good.
I don't remember.
You
It was
did
Christmas last year.
Whatever. It was really good. You did a very nice job with that.
Well,
Did the fire department come that year? Was that last year?
We did have a fire department come, but the food was good.
I did tell you, just order it, make it
I
easier on
forget
yourself.
That's what
every
I
year.
did.
But he
Make it
told me
hard.
after I already bought the turkey, you know. And
Yeah.
every year I say I should just buy a prepared one so I don't have to do this because touching it is
I was going to ask you.
Almost
That can't
faint.
be your thing. Yeah. No.
My
You
mom
don't.
came over and she did it for me. She cut the neck out of it and
Yeah.
she took it with
And
her
the
to
ne-
cook
and the
for
neck-
gravy.
Or your
The neck-
mom's a
My
real
mom's
woman.
vegan.
Yeah, but the neck looks like a straight up like a ding dong.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
like a long ding dong.
I'll ask Crystal's mom to help me lift stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a powerful lady.
Mowing her yard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, anybody
all
that
right,
can
baby.
handle those dinosaurs, you got a whole house of dinosaur birds.
Yeah. I'll
All right,
see you
baby.
guys later.
I'll see you.
Merry
Yeah.
happy
Happy Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Love you, love
everything,
you.
all the stuff.
Be good. Have fun.
All right, babe. I'll see you later.
Do you want me to continue with voicemails? We can.
Yeah,
We can
let's
just
do
keep
it.
going. This is fun. I like that. This is very old school Tom and Dan. This is from BDM Mike and Kylie. I think they got this wrong.
Tom, Dan, BDM Kylie.
BDM Mike.
Listening to Monday's ACT, and Ross is talking about how to freezer French fries, know if they're extra crispy or not. And I have a theory. I don't know if I'm 100% right on this, but I think it's because they use like thinner French fries, so it takes less time to cook in the oven, meaning it's going to be like a crispier, crunchier French fry compared to like a thicker potato fry. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Dunkin' Donuts have the best crowns. Medium for
They
life.
do. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh man, you're way off on everything. I think Dunkin' Donuts crowns are horrible.
Yeah, they are. They're soggy.
They're terrible. But I don't think that the potato fries in the frozen bags are thinner. I think that they are either pre-fried, blanched somehow, or that they have a starch coating on the exterior of them. No different than when you would put like baking soda or baking powder in wings that you put in the oven, and the baking powder that you put on the wings will, if you coat them in it, will crisp them up like you fried them. Sort of.
All right.
Not really like fried, but it gets close. I think they put a starch on it to make them fry, but I could be wrong.
But it also, it does make sense that the thinner fries are or anything, the crispier it's going to be, right?
Dan,
sorry.
Medium,
Oh my God,
Kylie.
it's happening. Stop.
Got some thick potato wedges. Is they're
Do you have a kind you
meaty.
like?
Yeah, but you know me.
Yeah,
I
you don't
eat
care.
whatever.
I do know you. You absolutely.
I have no preference.
You do not care. Let's go with it. This is a really good one here.
What's up, guys? Ben with a Y here. Wanted to thank you guys for a badass beer fest and another fun day of sofas and suds. I went into West End to use the restroom during one of the breaks in the couch races, and this older lady, probably in her late 50s, maybe early 60s, was a few spots ahead of me in line talking to her friend. She said those two guys on stage are hilarious. They are my favorite part. So she didn't even know you, but thoroughly enjoyed your commentary. So anyway, hey, love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Here's my favorite part about that. Then if you would have said, "Oh, they do a show together every day, Monday through Friday,"
You
on the
could give
radio,
them money.
or they do a longer version. There's literally 10,000 hours of their content on the free app, and they're like, "I'll just listen to them once a year." They'll go. These guys are hilarious. I come to this event for them.
My favorite would be
you can listen to them.
My favorite would be. You have to look at my frame. You have to look at my camera frame to do this. Like, to start telling me about it, and I'm the guy. So I'm like, hey, I love those two guys that are on stage.
Oh yeah, well they do a show together. That what?
Oh, that was me. That was me just walking away. That was me just walking away. I've seen people do that where it's like, hey, and they're no, I'm not. I'm not even interested in what you have to say after that. Let's go with this one right here.
All right.
Are the kids gone?
Not yet, but we're walking out.
Okay, all right. Because this one's vulgar, and I don't want to play.
Oh,
yeah, sorry.
They're the only ones that have ever played that.
There's a lot of blood in that, guys. Get your fill. Get your fill. Chop the heads off.
You want me to bring that home?
Yeah, bring it home. That's easy. Yeah, you guys just got. You know what? You guys are great today. Uncle Danny's giving you that gaming system. You got it, guys, because I'm the best. All right, let's do this one right. Actually, let's do this one. This one's a nice little, a little love for Dr. Powers.
Hey, Tom and Dan, whoever else is in the studio. I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Powers over at my Turn of Vitality. I went and saw him a couple weeks ago, got my blood work done, results, and starting testosterone treatment this week. So shout out to him. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you'll have to get a hold of us and let us know how you feel once that thing starts going. Okay, here's the one I wanted to play.
Hey gang, it's Zach from Ohio. There is an age-old viral question. Would you rather and nobody knows or thinks that you, or would you rather not but everybody thinks that you did?
That's so easy. That's absolutely the easiest question. Yeah, I'd rather know I fucked. That's easy.
Yeah. Because if you think about what the actual act is and what the consequences of everybody knowing you did that act, the consequences are worse than the actual act.
Yes. You didn't say
goats
fuck
are
to go
tough.
to death or anything, right? Like, I'm not killing you.
Yeah.
You know?
Goats are pretty tough.
Yeah.
You ever seen them? They eat a beer can.
Yeah, they will. It's impressive.
Yeah.
In fact, they'll probably eat a beer can while you're
Yeah. Probably with no idea.
Yeah,
like
no idea you're even fucking.
Yeah. You ever seen like the videos of the crocodiles? Like they will get a goat-like animal, whether whether it be some sort of like wildebeest or something.
Yeah, I think you're right, like a wildebeest.
It'll be dying because the crocodile's eating it, and it'll have a blank expression on its face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's. I think it could take. It could take a lot. Yeah. Sometimes it. Is
And
barely
sometimes they
even
get
cares.
away. Sometimes the crocodile or whatever tire out and then back into the water and then it gets up all bloody and like keeps
Then
going.
it just go off.
Keeps going.
Tough as hell.
Yeah. Let's try this one right here. Here we
I got a totally crass question. It's a rude, it's a 9-year-old kind of teenage humor question, but of all the bodily functions that you have, of things like sneezing, cracking your knuckles, blowing a snot rocket, etc., all that sort of stuff, is in the draft pick of all those things, is farting a top 10 pick? I'll take my answer off the air. Thank you.
Yeah.
About doing the crassest thing?
It's not the crassest, but I mean farts are up there, right? Like as far as like farting in public is not still very much frowned upon, right?
Yeah. Although, because the internet and social media, I've seen a lot of farting couples and people farting as jokes, and so that may be opening it up a little bit. But there's some people like Dan Cummins told us a while ago, him and his wife never farted in front of each other.
That was just on Reddit. Like
I like that.
I was reading that, and there was a guy that said that I was just reading this yesterday, and he said he opened it up in his relationship. They were talking about it just like casually, right? And they're like, we should just fart in front of each other. And then he says in like what he wrote, he's like, I did that, I agreed to it, and he's like, it's fucking with me, it's ruining me now. Like it's not. He's like, I should have never done it. See, I don't know what that's like because we never had a conversation. We just always farted, which I feel kind of embarrassed for, right? It's almost like I don't believe in my marriage as much. It's like I don't take it seriously. Or so, like, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Well,
it feels like it definitely is
more
less
of an
romantic.
Old school type thing to not show, especially the wife. You know,
Yeah.
they're like the 1950s dad. Although maybe he was holding in his farts too.
My dad, when he dated my mom, up until just maybe when I came around, they would not fart in front of each other. But I grew up with everybody farting full fart.
We were a full fart household.
We were a full fart household. Like everybody would fart, and we were the household that my dad would complain that my mama's farts were the loudest ones and the biggest ones.
That's interesting. My mom never farted.
Yeah.
Like when I grew up, she wasn't blasting farts.
Yeah, my mom would blast farts. It
would
may
never...
come as a shock to everybody that Carol Dennis, the one that you heard, the matriarch, would straight blast farts.
Yeah, I think
mega farts.
I've never heard my mom fart. Now that I think about
That's
it,
cool.
One time.
That's cool.
So
don't
she...
change that.
So
on her deathbed. Just have her do it on her deathbed. That would be really cool.
Right before she died, I heard that.
And no, have her record it. Oh, we have somebody that can do that for you. We know somebody that could professionally record your mom farting. All right, let me get another one here.
Should we take a break and then
we
come
can.
back with
Jolly
our
just texted me, and this is what he said. Late? Yeah, he said, I'm finishing up at the dentist and coming straight over. It's about 20 minutes away. I'm hoping I'll be on time, but I may be late. That was at 12:47, so he's got to be close.
Okay.
He's got to be really close. So let's just do one more.
All right.
See if he comes in. If he does not, we will take a little bit of a break, and then we will come back. Let's do this one. This guy was mad. Okay, hold on. This guy. Let's go with this one right here.
You guys were talking on the BDM show about airboats, and you guys got it mostly right. And as an you wanted as bigger is better. As an airboat owner, here's what I would say: sinking sucks. It happens. I get that. That's one of the main issues with airboats is it's not like a regular boat where you have like a little bubble in between like two pieces that come together. With most regular airboats, if the front dips or if something dips out into the water slightly, it's going to take on water like a bathtub and it's done. It's not like a boat where you take on, like Tom was talking earlier, you swamped it. That's not happening on an airboat, buddy. It's going straight to the bottom. BDM for life.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of water in your airboat and it's done, right?
Well, there is. I've seen airboats with a sealed hole, and I'm not sure what those are called, but I know just from the Everglades.
I bet
airboat,
real airboat guys call them gay airboats.
But
I'm guessing.
I knew, like, up here in Central Florida, they got a lot of airboats that will go in deeper water and lakes and stuff. When I grew up in the Everglades, like, all the airboats, besides from, like, the canals, but they were all in a foot of water, in the grasslands of the Everglades.
Yeah.
So there's no really sinking it because you're in a foot of water or just like 6 inches. You know, sometimes you get deeper, but I know in Central Florida, like there's a lot of airboats that will go on lakes, and then you see the St. Johns River and stuff. Obviously, they'll have run airboats on that.
I've only seen them on the St. Johns and like lakes traditionally. I've only ridden in one, the big one, at the River Ranch.
Yeah.
I've never been in a little one. I'd love to ride in a little one just to see what it's like.
I remember one time when it was after my dad died. I was like 13 maybe, or maybe 12, and my pop-up took us out. And it was like they changed a bunch of rules. Oh, my papa was super mad about like them moving the area where you could airboat because he had that property off the Loop Road, and he used to be able to just airboat out the back.
Yeah.
And then they made rules like this is park now. This is Everglades National Park. You can't airboat here. You got to airboat here.
Yeah.
You know, he's mad.
Yeah.
He's taking away his freedoms. And then so we went out in a different place, and it was me, my mom, and my, I believe, sister and brother there too. And he got turned around. He'd never admit it, but we came back in the middle of the night, and my mom.
Does that remind you of anybody?
I have to bring my mom on to talk about this, but I'm pretty sure she thought we were gonna die out there because we didn't. This is before you had like. You know, you packed lunches, or there was no like cell phones or anything like that. And like, my pop-up always just knew the Everglades and knew his way around. But we got lost out there for a while. And then I remember coming back, it was dark outside and stuff. And he finally.
What kind of lights do you have, or do you have somebody running it up front? Like, you don't really have.
I mean, he gave me a giant, a frog gigging spotlight.
You're not running red and green traditional.
I mean, I think you have to have similar to the same rules of a boat. But,
Okay, might be a dumb question, but I've never looked. I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure. Our guest is here. Yeah, he's gonna use the restroom first, I think. Are there luxury airboats? Are there guys that build airboats that are like, oh, buddy, this is the
I've never seen
best airboat? Because most airboats I see look like choppers, where the guy that's driving the airboat put the engine in it and engineered it himself. It looks more like a labor of love, less of like hey, I bought this.
To my knowledge, I don't think there has to be some manufacturer out there, but I've never seen it. Like, there's no brand of an airboat. There may be a motor, like I said, and maybe a hull you buy.
Right.
Like, I remember my dad and his friend.
They're truly fascinating to me, dude. They are truly fascinating to me because
they're all kind of handmade, or at least back in the day they were. And I know, and they just go, it's like the aftermarket is like usually you're buying the whole and you're putting your own engine or whatever. But I don't know if there's a manufacturer that sells them, but I've never seen a brand name airboat.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. You'd think that somebody would get it and be like, hey, I could probably make these really cheap.
It's so rare, and there's so little places you can ride them that it's not that popular of a thing to own.
And then you see the guys that bought. Have you seen the guy that he made the airboat and then he put it on like this thing so he can drive it up, and it's got like a trailer so he could turn on the power and like it'll go in a straight line, like he can drive it on wheels. He's just like screwing around.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
They do all kinds of silly stuff with them. And
you can just drive it on the grass, like it'll.
But this guy put wheels on his. So
Okay, yeah.
It was like, that's so stupid,
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Jolly's here. We'll talk to Jolly.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the second set of. Oh, he's here. Have a seat, buddy. I'm gonna play this song right here. This is a brand new Christmas song from Carr. So enjoy this. This is called Hope Your Christmas Blows. I think you're going to like this. We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily. 1-844-TOMNDAN, show at tomanddan.com for last-minute emails. Welcome back, everybody, to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. We've got our buddy David Jolly here.
Hey.
How you doing, David?
Oh, I got him. Hold on, I got the camera. Oh, my God. Everything's fucked up, Jolly. Hold on. Let me
it's all good.
Oh, my God. You're not
That's the
even
wrong
on
camera. I'm just invisible. Boom.
There
You should have kept me invisible.
There it is. Invisible Jolly. Hey, Mama, we made it. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh from, did you come straight from Austin?
Nah, I just came from Atlanta.
You were on the road.
Sunday, yeah.
You did a show there, right?
The Killers that killed Tony, we did Charlotte, then we did Atlanta, the Cobb Theater, then I just came over here, so I had a couple days off,
Doing theaters with the Killers of Kiltony. It is our very good friend, now nationally touring comedian.
I guess you can say that now.
Hell yeah, we can say it. David Jolly. You should be very proud of that, dude.
Oh, thank you. I used to lie all the time and I say nationally touring, but it was more like D-Land and Sanford. It's national to somebody.
You know what's funny too is that like you are doing theaters. This ain't you're not doing clubs. This is a big show.
If you said DeLand in Miami, you could kind of call it international.
Yeah, that's true. Because there's a lot of Spanish people.
Oh yeah. He knows.
Yeah, I don't mind getting canceled. I've been trying to get canceled since I started.
You're right. There is no. It's funny because they.
I know. I still see you dancing with. He still does the disabled people videos on TikTok.
Yeah,
oh, you better believe it. They need somebody to represent them.
Well, I still hear people say sometimes like, "Oh, you gotta," like they're bitching about like the culture and you can't say jokes. You're going to cancel.
That's not true.
And I'm like,
that's not a thing.
Well, if you work for CBS. Maybe, but if you work on your own, then no one's canceling anybody.
Well,
no one's getting canceled.
Well, that's a perfect segue. Let's talk. Exactly. I mean, that's an excellent segue. Let's talk about that. I mean,
the hell are you talking
massive
about?
elephant in the room. You're closer to that area of comedians and people, that Austin and group. You're a regular at the mothership, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can you can go on there and you do which shows do you do at Mothership?
Well, I mean, it all varies. There's a bunch of different shows. You got the showcases, then you got headliner shows, like my availability. It depends on my availability. Like, I had 2 days available for this week, which is I fly back Friday, so I got Saturday and Sunday. They put me on spots, but like during the week, you might have like a Brian Holtzman and Friends. I always do those. Those shows be crazy.
That guy, he looks cool. He looks cool as hell.
He the greatest human being alive. He keeping real comedy alive.
Yeah,
like good old jokes.
Good old classics.
Well, not even in a negative form.
Happy
positive
rate.
Right.
Sounds correct with us, pro.
Yeah.
I am pro positive jokes.
It's just jokes.
Yeah, it's just jokes, which is kind of what I think most people from, like, I would say your side in comedian land, let's call it comedian land. In comedian land, with you, your friends, everything that was happening, Tony Hinchcliffe, he goes up and he does the Republican, that big Madison Square Garden event.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, this guy. And then, so from your eyes, was it as big of a deal as it was to those of us that were just reading it on social media?
I mean, if you know Tony, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at a joke, it's never just, it's deeper than that. Like, for one, Puerto Rico really is they got a trash problem. He thought everybody in the world knew that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He thought everybody knew that.
Doubling down.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to blame you for not knowing.
Well, Puerto Rico really is a trash island.
No, I didn't say that.
And here's the science behind it.
No, it's a real thing, though. It's like they got a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the name of it because I didn't know.
Yeah. Regardless, I don't think a lot of people didn't really know but the whole idea that he's telling a joke.
I never went that far. I looked at it and I go, oh man, they got Tony Hinchcliffe there. He's gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah, who thought that? Who idea was this?
In fact, it would be the same way I would feel if Tom said, hey, did you see Jolly's at the Republican appearance at Madison Square Garden? I'm like, oh God, he's gonna do I would be like, that's gonna be really fucking bad because I've seen his set. I know he goes really hard. I know you do.
I've been trying to rent one or at least purchase
it. I know, but that's what you're gonna get.
They like trash too. I know where they should go. Jolly, I'm curious to what you're doing for Thanksgiving.
It was the environment, somebody says in the chat room. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm going to my mom's house and my son here. My son was staying with me in Texas for like the last 7 months. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
How old's your son?
He 19.
Okay.
Wow. He goes to school in Daytona, but he was going online, so he going back. Well, he back in Florida now, so he'll be back in Daytona like coming up next school year. But I just been chilling. No, but the Tony thing it was funny because it's like he gave it to everybody, black people, white people, Spanish people. But that's what y'all picked out of anything. He roasts for a living.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, that was kind of like my take. I don't really know him. I know you guys know him. Spend a ton of time with him. I
Great
know
guy.
to a lot of people, he's been instrumental and helpful to people's careers. I'm not here to debate that. I'm just saying it's cool. It's interesting to me to look at it from somebody that's obviously a lot closer to the situation than I am, of like how he even took it. And
was there any negative things that happened to him that you saw, or any sort of was he worried about this hurting his career in any way?
He didn't want nobody to take it the wrong way. He just, everybody that's a comedian tries to, like, we don't want to be told what to do. It's a fucking joke. I mean, I'm sorry, I mean to curse.
You can say that.
You
Yeah,
can
you
curse.
can curse.
This is the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought
I
you
mean-
picked that up when I was winging the M word around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what happened to people being able to say what they want to? Like, remember Archie Bunker? That was a good time in America.
Yeah.
That was a good time
Yeah.
because people can just say what they want to. Nobody was ass hurt. Like,
Well, not that good
Yeah.
for
Well,
I would say you're
but we
better
had
now.
for your race.
but you know who we had to counter that, and they used to go head to head. George Jefferson.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was like, okay, this is the white man point of view. This is the black man.
One of
We
my
still
dad's,
live together.
One of my dad's favorite episodes of All in the Family is when Sammy Davis Jr.'s on there and somebody paints a swastika on his door.
Oh yeah, because he was Jewish.
Yeah.
You
Do you remember that episode?
I don't think I remember.
Yeah,
I used to catch the replays because I'm only 43 days.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck. Yeah, but I'm also an old soul. You
Yeah,
know?
you're a beautiful
I
man.
think Archie, though, the point of Archie, not to debate you, but Archie was like, I think they were showing what they thought ignorant people would
Yes.
be, and then they would, they would always use something to like a redeeming quality, right?
Yeah.
They bring it back around, and then Archie would show you his true colors were not. Pun intended. He'd be like a normal guy that loves people, and Carol
just an
O'Connor
idiot.
is an amazing, actor. The Hinchcliffe thing, I think, just gets more heat because it's like you're there, you know that these people like that, and you said that thing. So that's what it is. It's.
I mean, yeah. Now it's like he was saying, he was the most famous man in the world for 24 hours.
I believe that.
And he like the greatest person. Like if you know him, he's like a real solid, genuine dude.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't know the guy.
Biggest
so.
heart in the world. Like
Yeah.
if he got a chance to help you out, and he sees that, I'm gonna change your life. You know what I mean? Like it's people right now that pay their bills off telling jokes just by the opportunities. You know?
Sure.
Like we always want to make stuff. Like that's what I'm saying about Archie Bunker. We
Did
wanna
you
make
worry
stuff
at all that
color.
maybe this would hurt you in the fact that the Kill Tony name is attached to the Killers of Kill Tony at all?
I just realized that I didn't have as seen on Kill Tony in my bio, so I put it in there.
Okay.
So I'm like, if whatever come with it, let's go.
Right.
Because
Good or
I'm going to
bad.
stand by my boy. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Like, I
I
ain't going to let
respect that.
nobody talk. Whatever it come with, I told you, Dan,
Yeah.
I've been trying to get canceled since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jolly's like any attention is fine.
Yeah, let's do it. I need it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell tickets.
I don't think people, but I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
don't
people
care.
understand that and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I think that's thank you for sharing, being so candid about it, because I think that's the part that a lot of people that aren't in the comedian business that don't understand when you go out there and when you're really trying, that there almost is a level of like giving yourself to it that you might have to do to make it big.
Yeah,
Now-
it's almost like not getting attention is the absolute worst thing that could happen to
Right.
a comedian, Jolly, or like in other people that are trying to come up. It's like now once you've made it and maybe you've got some business with like other giant businesses and corporations, like for instance, you're Jack Black and you go through some political controversy.
Right.
You're doing business with giant corporations that are scared as hell about anything like that.
Yeah.
So then immediately you like that. That's the problem. You work with giant corporations. That's where the money's at. But that's where you start getting worried about like, your future with your career and your jobs and stuff, because you've got a $100 million movie in the pipeline, and you're like, I'm getting paid $30 million. Like Tony Hinchcliffe, and I'm sure he makes a lot of money, but he ain't making $30 million a movie
you
money.
can't
You know what I'm
miss
saying?
that. Yeah, you don't wanna miss that.
So like once you get to a certain height in your career, you're fucking Kevin Hart. Like you start worrying about controversy. You're Tony Hinchcliffe. You're like bringing all the controversy. Who cares? Because you're not a goddamn A-list movie star at this point. You know what I'm saying? So there's different levels that of politics you have to worry about, and like controversy and stuff. And really, it's like if you're in bed with the corporations are the ones that are afraid of everything because they're afraid of getting sued. They're afraid of pissing people off. They want the money.
And you honestly can get canceled within them. You can.
Oh, yeah. Because
but
they won't touch
if you have a lot of people that really like you and truly know who you are, then you probably have made your...
That's the same thing as like the BDMs, right? Like what y'all built. You can't tell a BDM nothing about Tom or Dan. So at the end of the day, it don't matter like what everybody else is doing. Even though you still don't want to like make anybody feel like they disrespected, I don't believe. But at the end of the day, this is my core people who messing with me. Y'all mad? Nah, y'all good? Okay, cool.
Yeah. The people that don't even know who you are or don't follow you to begin with kind of don't even matter.
I think it subtly used to be that way, not to draw attention to it. Remember, we used to do that, right? We would just be who we are. And then you would accept people for the things that you agreed with or the things that you didn't agree with.
You still
respected it. You would know the things that the other person that you don't agree with, and you wouldn't be so instantly ready to argue with them about it or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you know, like what I was going to say. I just forgot. I had a good point.
Doogie Howser. That's the best clip we've ever done. When
Doogie Howser?
Doogie Howser. When you started talking about spelling, and you started talking about what you want me to spell. Doogie Howser is the greatest. Here's the greatest clip we've ever done on our show.
Doogie Howser is
That's a hell of a spelling word, right? That's a hell of a word. That should be your comedy specialist name. Doogie Howser is a hell of a word.
That would be a good
Let's
name.
talk about fun stuff you've been doing and people you've been meeting, opportunities, famous people you like.
I mean, it's just like, it sounds crazy, but it's kind of normal. Just anybody that you can name, just like be at the mothership. And, you know, just being on the road.
You got Chappelle. You met him yet, right?
Nah, I ain't met him
No?
yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll come across him eventually, but I mean.
I think you will too.
I never been really like, people in that level, you know, as long as you just treat them like regular people, that's how I treat people. I ain't gonna be like, hey, let me get a auto. You know what I mean? I never been that type of guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty much basically best friends with Ron White. So, like, that's the cool, every day, that's the only one that
Not on my bingo card. If you had come to me 20 years ago and said, your friend Jolly, he's an up-and-coming comedian. You know, I didn't even know you 20 years ago. I said, like, 12 years ago. And he's going to be best friends with Ron White, you know. National touring comedian. Ron White.
He like the cool part about Ron White is like a lot of those guys who've done it before, when they take the time to even to just communicate and just spit game, just drop gems. It's like you have no choice but to win if you're in the right environment for it, you know? Like that's built for everybody to win. Like even if you at the mothership, like if you one of them people who like a negative Nancy, oh, always something wrong, and oh, I'm mad about this, I'm jealous of that, we'll get you up out of there.
Is that usually what you see? Because I imagine there's got to be tons of people migrating to that area trying to.
Just bad like word phrasing, bad word migrant.
Just like
don't be using that word.
Just like L.A. used to be, where the small town wherever you grew up, you want to become a famous stand-up, and then you go to L.A. You know, they used to go to New York, and then now you go to Austin.
Yeah.
And you go and you try to you show up at the mothership and you try to get a door job.
What's
or
the
whatever
Orlando count at now there? Like
it's a lot of Orlando comics, but a lot of the Orlando comics moving up, like in the Austin comedy scene, getting bigger shows, better opportunities. You know, it's just because
Jake Rika's out there, right?
Oh yeah, Jake Rika killing it. He's crushing it, man.
You're out there. Jake Rika's out there. Yeah, shout out to Jake Rika. Super funny guy.
Hell yeah.
Heather Shaw, is she out there?
Nah, she live in like Kentucky and got married or something.
Okay.
Turned into like a Mormon or some shit.
Yeah. She likes that ass.
Yeah, she does.
What's the worst thing you could do as a comic that
good question.
You show up at the mothership, you ask them because I imagine there's a lot of comics that do that, and then how do you get blackballed, or is it causing drama or being pain in the ass to be around?
I mean, the thing about it is, I mean, some stuff they ain't got to say. Like if you know that you coming over here, you just a dick, you gonna run yourself from around there because nobody gonna want to deal with you. You know, you can't necessarily say, hey, you're banned, but
no one's going to give you opportunities.
Well, I mean, if you funny is funny. But, I mean, who wants to be around a bad person? Would you give a person that's, like, always negative? I don't even want to be around you.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
right
yeah,
here. Very negative. Very negative.
Nah, get out of here.
Always negative.
So, John, I'm curious to. So you said you're doing Thanksgiving dinner with your mom. What do you have? You had a tradition in the Jolly family of what you did every year for Thanksgiving, or is it always different every time?
Nah, just my uncles and my aunts and all of them come around. We laugh and shoot the bobo, and we just.
I thought bobo was poop in black lingo.
No, shoot the.
No, that's boo boo.
Yeah, boo boo.
Sorry, boo boo always smells like a row. I'm sorry, I'm using my outcast
No, like
lingo.
It's like shooting the.
Boo boo is turds.
Shooting the breeze. That's
Okay,
the name of
all
it.
right.
Bobo.
Yeah, we just hang out, and long as my mama on the macaroni. My Uncle Ken tried to make it last year, and we almost jumped him. He had like fucking pimento cheese, some stupid
Hell
shit
no.
in there.
Get that out of here.
It was 2 macaronis, and then
Two
macaroni.
No.
Nobody touched. I ate like 2 plates of it because I love my Uncle Ken, but everybody else, they were mad. My son, he started flipping stuff over in there.
Yeah.
That guy
Got
get crazy
got
about
an
it.
anger problem.
Now,
Yeah.
do you have the same problem that a lot of people have where you get your family together and then all of a sudden they start bringing up politics and then everybody starts fighting?
I don't know.
That happens at
You know what?
Thanksgiving.
Like, can I be stereotypical? I don't know. Do black families have that?
I think every family has it.
Well, I mean, I
Do
know.
black
I know.
families? So black families have I
Yeah,
guess
we-
you're gonna
yeah.
have some Trumpers and then you're gonna have some Harris people and they're gonna battle it out at.
Well, we ain't finna
Thanksgiving?
talk about not my family, my mom's side. Like we gonna just talk about like, hey,
Yeah.
how y'all doing?
No
Love
politics.
each other. Yeah,
Fuck
we
that
don't
shit.
want to hear about all
Good.
that. You know what I
Good.
mean? Leave that, because I mean that breaks stuff up.
It
Whatever
does.
anybody believe in, just believe in
just
what you
and
believe
keep it to
in.
yourself.
Yeah, everybody good.
Yeah.
Y'all put so much emphasis on politics when it's gonna do nothing for your tomorrow.
But there's always the stereotype of the older generation, like the old uncle loves to bring it up.
Well,
like,
I mean, a little bit
hey,
of that is precursor to trolling. I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
you're-
it's trolling.
Yeah, your uncle at Thanksgiving. Don't think for a second he didn't get a little blast of adrenaline lighting up your liberal ass. You know what I mean? Like he loves that.
Yeah.
Like he's doing that, right? And
Yeah,
vice
just to get
versa.
you
Like
going.
they're the people that enjoy fighting. I do think that's a chemical dump, and they get
Yeah,
something
yeah.
out of it.
Definitely dopamine.
It's like masturbating.
Yeah.
It's no different than that.
It get people riled up. Like you
Yeah.
got some people who like angry comics who never get booked. They probably been doing it for a long time. They'll get on the internet at any opportunity and they get they dopamine hit by just stirring stuff up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be so simple, like nobody cares about your opinion, but other people who wanted this opportunity to say what you had the balls to say.
Yeah,
And it's only 19 of y'all. It's not gonna make a difference.
Well, honestly, I mean, you could make the analogy they're doing kind of what Hinchcliffe did, and
Well,
just on a
yeah.
smaller scale, where it's
Yeah.
like you need attention, so you're going to. Not that Hinchcliffe needs attention, but he knew that by telling those jokes,
he
that-
actually didn't. Because
he didn't.
Nah, not.
He
like,
didn't think that it was gonna like
you
blow up his
gotta
big.
you gotta hear his new hour that he working on. He'll tell a lot about it. But it's like he was saying like. He didn't think of it was a big idea. It's just a throwaway joke. You know what I mean? Like, you got me. I'm a comedian. You don't want to hear my political point of view on
Yeah.
nothing. You came here for jokes.
Yeah, so
like,
I'm just telling my
Yeah,
jokes.
Yeah, but
it wasn't
unfortunately
like-
at that place, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everybody
it's-
was
Yes.
queued up and ready
Yeah,
to go.
yeah, but he
And they're
didn't
like,
think nothing
say
of
it,
it.
motherfucker. Say,
Yeah.
you know.
He was just like, it's a throwaway joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. Like, this ain't malicious.
I thought that he would be like, this will get some,
That's why you
definitely
gotta-
some
Well,
attention.
what I do know from
gotta hear his
just
new
doing
album.
research on it was an older joke. It's not like that was new material that he just
Yeah, it was super old.
Yeah, you've heard it probably a
was
bunch, right?
Way old.
Not to continue with this, but we're on the subject. We might as well. How available is, for those that really love the guy, how available is Joe Rogan when you walk in and you're ready to do your thing at that night? Is dude just walking around in a sweatshirt just being Joe, or like can you walk up to him and be like, "Hey
yeah,
man"?
you can walk up to him.
and
I
just
mean,
talk?
we all in the same
Yeah.
arena. I mean, very approachable.
He's a very nice man?
Yeah, very nice. Very. To be in the position he's in, you would think he'd have an ego, but I've seen nothing egotistical towards that man.
Yeah.
If you got something to say, then yeah. I mean, he got security with him. He's
Sure.
one of the most
That
powerful
is what
men
that
in
is
the
what
world.
I wondered. Yeah, does he? He has
But
guys with him.
His security, like
Yeah.
at the mothership, when you go in the mothership, you family. You could be a door guy.
Yeah.
You could be nobody treat nobody different. Nobody, like, if you're on this show, like, if you're a door guy and you're not going to be mad if you don't get on Joe Rogan and Friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all family. Everybody, like, helping each other out. I got so many famous people number in my phone just by conversation, getting to tour with these people here, and it's just like everybody's just happy. Nobody mad. All we're going to do is roast each other.
Yeah.
But that's like out of love,
Speaking of like Rogan having security around, because I'm sure he gets death threats all the time and stuff, just being how big he is.
It's crazy. I would never think of that, but yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he does. It's just not something that I think about.
I mean, think
about
any stance you have on anything. I mean, imagine all the COVID shit, the death
you
threats
take a
he
hard
has,
opinion. And
the death. I mean, you get Trump on your show, whatever. I mean, he'll get death threats all the time because he's gigantic, massive, and that's
polarized.
He's
polarizing.
That's what it takes. But then he's like, now you got to hire security because you're like, there could be mentally ill, crazy people.
But you know what?
Crazy.
But I'm going to tell you something. I'm the only one qualified to talk about this with Joe Rogan. The only one here qualified to talk about this. I'm not hiring security that's taller than me.
No, everybody got to be the same height.
Everybody's got to be shorter than me.
His security.
My security has to be shorter than me.
But not that many options.
I said what I said.
His security though, like.
I want them shorter than me.
Nice, solid-looking guys.
No.
They're not humongous.
They gotta be little. I gotta find little black guys. I want little. Could you find me 2 black guys my size?
Yes.
A little smaller than me.
My homeboy, Lil Willie.
Well, I need Little Willie. I'm gonna need Little Willie.
You know Lil Willie used to come in here all the time.
I don't know Lil. I know Lil Willie.
Yeah, he'd have been in here for a bunch of episodes with me, Rug, and.
Oh, Willie. Willie be my bodyguard?
Yeah, he will.
All right. Who else am I got? You got Lil Willie. How tall is he?
5? He's a little taller than you.
5 foot. No, it's not gonna work.
Damn, I don't even know no little
Willie's
black
up the
people.
list.
They all have guns. They
all
are well trained in guns.
But they the nicest guys.
Yeah. What if I got 2 little people, black guys?
But
I don't know. You
right?
Find
I get
at.
Midget Mac.
Well, yeah,
that's one.
It's a dude named CJ.
Little
he's from here.
Midget Mac and CJ. There you go. And I got 2 little.
But
black.
y'all might be the same height, Dan.
No, I'm 5'2".
Oh, okay. My bad.
Little people are like, to be little, you have to be 4'11" and lower.
But the my point being, I thought about this a lot.
I'm not serious.
Is that that level of fame, and when you get there, it's off-putting to me, and I'm glad that I don't have it. And I know that's ridiculous to say because it comes with a lot of wealth. And maybe I'd think differently if I did have it. I'd be like, not that bad. I like the wealth, and I probably would. And that's what you say when you don't reach famous. Like I didn't want to be that famous anyway. But it really
I've been doing a lot of that the last couple of years.
It doesn't sit well with me, and I almost pity someone that's so famous you can't do anything anymore, and you can't even be open as much as you want to. Like this show,
like to talk about your life.
We had our family on the show. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you have the level of fame, you're getting death threats all the time, that you wouldn't be open to having your family on your show or whatever. Like even because you're just in the back of your mind, you're like, God, I'm constantly being bombarded with these threats from crazy people, and then it's like I don't want to deal with that, and I never. I don't have to ever deal with that. So.
Like we don't talk about nothing like that. There, if it ain't happy, ain't nobody talking about it. Like however somebody else handle their business outside of that. I guess, he keep it professional, so it must not be affecting him. But
yeah,
I would have security if I was at that level, like you got.
Well, you have to.
You getting like 500 million views every episode you drop.
Yeah.
Like everything that you say, people are holding on to your every word. Like you're not a human being. Like that's another level. But the thing is, his security are nice dudes. Like.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they're not nice when they outside it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when they don't need to be.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's just like a family there, man.
You following along with the Kendrick Lamar Drake?
No, I don't follow nothing negative, nothing at all.
No, nothing.
If it's negative, I want no parts of it because it's gonna do nothing for my financial growth or personal growth.
I love it.
I mean,
guy, man, you're dialed in. You're focused.
Yeah. I mean, like people will talk to me about it. Like they asked me about the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what? Then I didn't see anything funny to write a joke about.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can care less.
Yeah.
A lot of people circle their whole lives around that, and they're not making any money off of it, which is crazy.
It is. I'm a lot like you, Jolly, with that mentality of if it's none of my business, then I don't pay attention to it because what good does it do for me?
Nothing. All it's gonna do for me is mess with my anxiety, and now I'm gonna feel sorry that these two millionaire men that's being childish. You know, like he's making fun of Drake. I don't care about
I'm
that.
suing you. I am not a pedophile.
Well, I mean, I get where he sued him at, because now that's deeper than that.
Yeah. When you're accusing someone, now where
But
did that
isn't that
even
the
come
worst
from?
thing you could
Well,
do?
no, he sued him because
Isn't that the worst thing you could ever do in hip hop though? Is to go and instead of fighting your way out, is to sue your way out.
But that wasn't true. He's not suing Kendrick Lamar. He's suing the record company,
right?
Because he came to them with a proposal. Drake was like, "Hey man, I'm pretty much a machine by myself. If y'all want to buy me out, like, I need $1 billion." So what they did was they inflated the Kendrick Lamar record so they can make it look like Drake wasn't that big. I mean, it's payola. You know what I mean?
We
so
love payola.
now you playing with my character. I don't care what Kendrick Lamar talk about because he's irrelevant. You as a company are messing with my well-being as far as me selling records. You know?
Yeah, then it's business.
Now it's business. You gotta pay somebody, but nobody want to talk about that. They living in a make-believe world where it's like, oh no, blah,
everything's
blah, blah.
fair.
Yeah. But if we went back to the days where you can just slap people in the mouth, then it'll be a different story. But you can't do that no more.
No, and you shouldn't. You know,
Why
you don't
not?
want-
But
Well,
you-
you don't want things to escalate because a slap in the mouth, then next thing it becomes a fight, and then
But-
fight becomes a gun. Then,
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they got people who go on the internet, they get their opinions, they say what they want to say, downplay people, talk about it, people moms,
Oh, yeah.
all that.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the days, if there was repercussions, people wouldn't talk like that. If you walked up to a man and I see you out in the street, let's go talk over here.
Yeah,
People are far
slap
more
a man in his
disrespectful
mouth,
online, yeah.
slap him in the mouth, and see if you really that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
to your
let's
face,
go back
you're
to
not-
that.
No, nobody to their face, they don't do that.
No,
You're right.
Because it's like we live behind the internet. We live behind the internet. Back in before the internet, if you said something about somebody, you realize that hey, this person could not kill nobody. They might just beat me up. We ain't beating people up no more. That's the problem. We need to go back to beating people up.
We do.
You know, it's just a better world here.
I think I said one time back in the day you should be able to get a government-issued taser with two shots.
I thought it was 3.
I
thought it was 3 shots.
That you could
I
use.
like 3 prongs.
No, 3 shots you can use for your lifetime.
Okay, let's say that let's say that you and I were bitter enemies, which would never happen because I love you too much.
Yeah, I love
But
you.
let's just for the case of this. And then it comes around January 1st, and then I check my mailbox, and in the mailbox I get a taser, government issued.
Yeah.
It's loaded with 3 cartridges, and there's a note in there. It's a Dear Dan, you are allowed to use these 3 tasing cartridges on 3 people of your choosing.
Yeah, we have to right
Anyone
in
you
society.
want.
Anybody.
No baby.
No baby.
No baby.
People would.
What about
act-
old people?
Old people, yeah.
Like
That's the
really
most fun.
old, they
That's
can
the most
poop their
fun.
pants?
Yeah, they shit their
whatever.
pants. That's the most
Whoa.
fun. That's the most fun.
They could die.
Yeah,
if the
an old
government's like
lady,
that.
an old lady will empty her whole bladder under the
What?
street.
Milk might come out of them
Oh
dusty
yeah,
titties.
right out
you know
of them
what I
dusty
mean?
titties.
Like
I'm just saying,
powder.
it would keep a lot more people in line.
Yeah.
You would think twice before honking at someone. You would think twice before what you would say.
Also, you reminded
how
me
you
of
act.
one of my favorite videos from Live PD, or excuse me, On Patrol Live last week. A police officer, and I'm sure there's going to be something that gets in trouble for this, pulls his taser out on a lady, and he goes, "You have 3."
And just
It
shot
was like,
the lady?
"You have 3 seconds." He was like saying, "You have 3 seconds." It was like, "You have 3," and he just tased her. And I loved it. I was like, "Yeah!" Didn't even count. Didn't even fucking count. Just, "You have 3," boom.
Boom, get
right
to
in the
her.
titties.
Man. Were they real fun bags?
No, skinny. Very skinny.
Oh.
Goth.
Yeah, she deserved it.
Jolly, this is a random question. I'm riding 4-wheelers this weekend.
Yeah.
When's the last time you rode a 4-wheeler?
Never.
You've never ridden a
Never.
4-wheeler?
Nah. It's some
A
stuff.
dirt bike?
Jelly, you're not. Jelly,
Nope.
you're not. You don't have like you. Oh my God, have you ever been convinced? You should call yourself Jolly Roll.
Jolly Roll, like Jelly Roll.
Jolly Roll.
You'd have to gain 400 pounds.
Can you gain 400 pounds?
Nah, he probably like 285
You met him, right?
now, though.
Have you
Yeah,
met him?
I seen him
Yeah.
last Monday. Yeah, I seen him at the mothership. Greatest guy ever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Man,
Did he
he's
eat
a
his
nice
boogers
guy.
in there?
Nicest guy.
Have you seen him eat his boogers?
No, he eat boogers?
Dude, I gotta show you this
Okay,
video.
okay.
I gotta show you this video.
He doesn't consume negativity, Daniel.
Well, he's
You know
gonna
what I
consume
mean?
it today on our show. He's gonna consume it today.
See
I have to show
Jelly
you
Roll
this. Look
eats
at it.
boogers.
Look at him. Look at it. He's at UFC and he rolls it.
Woo!
Right.
Oh, man.
Green apple right in the dapple. I mean,
See, that's why, like, you got to know that the camera always on.
Yeah.
That man couldn't even enjoy
it's a warning to you. Don't
booger.
pick your boogers.
Nah.
Yeah, that man could not enjoy his booger. He was at a UCF fight. He wanted to eat his booger. Can't do it. Should have been in the bathroom.
It's his booger.
Yeah.
Jolly, besides from touring all time and grinding, have you been to any celebrity parties?
You fucked any
No?
white ladies, lady? You don't go.
Do you get
don't
invited
do that
or just
anymore.
to choose not to go? Or I'm curious.
I just don't really. I mean, we don't really have parties. You just go to Missy's. You just go hang out at Missy's. It's not really a lot of. Like,
That's the bar
parties.
inside the mothership.
Yeah,
correct?
we do that every night.
So you're just going to hanging out at the club, right?
Yeah, we just. I mean, like most comedy clubs, like like as far as like the showcase clubs, like Comedy Store, the comics there every night. It's a party every night. You roasting every night.
Yeah. You done any
Every-
Texas shit? You got a hat yet? You got some boots? What are we talking?
I was
here?
thinking about getting a belt buckle, but
Yeah,
I was
do it.
in a and maybe a hat.
I bought
but-
a hat. I bought a new hat. I replaced my dad's. Yeah, I bought a Stetson. They're not that expensive.
I was thinking about it, but I
You would look cool in a hat.
I just be in and out when I be in Austin. Like I chill at the house.
But
relax,
you use it. No,
shoot
you
my
use
pod.
it. You use it when you tour. It gives them that Austin flair, a little bit of Austin on stage, right? And then it also.
Or you just look like a moron.
That's true. That's true. That's
Never
true.
forget that, Dan. That's a hot shit.
5'2" and a cowboy hat. I probably look like a little person.
No, you probably look cool though.
No,
I
Tom
would-
said that, which definitely means I look like a little person because he loves that. He
What,
loves
little people? You love little people too?
Well,
I'm business at Partners with What do you think?
and now, and I don't know if you know this, but now I'm giving him the full little person because my hips are so bad that I'm actually starting to waddle.
Oh,
Yeah.
like this here?
Yeah, just like that.
Nice.
Yeah, just like that. It's what you love, right?
That's my favorite part, the little bow legs.
Yeah.
like
I've seen
this
your
here?
TikTok. He talks about it all the time.
I love them.
Jolly, you playing any gigs down here while you're in town?
Tonight I'm doing the Don't Tell. It's at what's the name of that Stardust? You know
Yeah,
that
Stardust, right down the street.
Yeah, that Stardust is a cool spot, but it does sound like it's supposed to be a gay bar, right?
Yeah.
Stardust.
It's more of a hipster. There's a library. Last time I was in that place, like a cafe, library.
No, it's a great spot. I love it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you hear it, like if somebody say, "Hey, Tom, you want to go to Stardust?"
It does sound like a gay club.
That's the first thing in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against gay people. I've been to Pulse before, like with my coworkers, but if somebody say Stardust, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
So any other, and then when are you back on tour?
Oh, next week. Cause see, I do my own days. I got a couple full weekends. This year I got Detroit. I'm in Rhode Island and Boston. I'm in Springfield, Missouri.
Nice.
Cincinnati. I'm doing Nashville. It's
Dude,
a bunch
you're
of
doing some
different
big
days.
cities, man.
Yeah, I mean, those are. I like the B markets because they'll give me a full weekend.
Sure.
I can't go to Chicago and do the Chicago Improv and think all them shows are gonna sell out.
Right.
You know?
But it's a headlining show, right?
Oh yeah,
In the
I'm
B rooms,
headlining.
yeah.
All of these are headlining
Yeah,
weekends.
yeah.
I usually try to aim for the smaller markets.
Hell yeah, man.
But
I think that could probably be really fun too.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I
it's
would
always
imagine that the
fun.
bigger markets, especially the Chicago one, gives me some anxiety because I would imagine Chicago's hard as hell. So put me
Well-
on the outskirts a little bit. Let me warm up.
Well, no, I did
do it?
Chicago Zanies, but I just do a one nighter because I know enough people to come for one night,
Right.
Compared to trying to do 5 shows on a weekend. But I'm with Cam next week.
Hell
like
yeah.
Cam, I feature for Cam, me and Jari, and whenever Tony call, if he got like some casino, like I done did like 4 or 5. No, I done did 3 casinos with Tony.
No, really.
Like
Where?
real
Which
casinos.
ones? Out in like Nevada.
Lincoln, California. We did.
I forgot there's
Palm
casinos in
Springs.
California too.
And those casinos is nothing around but the casino. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And the people who gamble their lives away.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
those
yeah.
people be,
It's kind of sad.
they only one color. They just gray. Not black, not white. They
Yeah.
just all gray people in the casino.
Yeah, playing slot machines,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
giving their money away.
Just the
yeah.
sadness and the smoke washing over them, turning them gray. Yeah, They are
exactly.
like the Unsullied from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
What are those shows like? Or do they tell you like, "Hey, don't keep anybody too long. We need them back at the slot machines."
Well, no, it's a scheduled show just like any other show. You
Oh,
know,
you
like
sh-
it's just
Offend
original
everybody with your
stand-up.
midget jokes and get them back on the floor.
Nobody ever get offended by the midget jokes. They love them.
You ever had somebody come up after a show and complain?
Nah.
Great.
I think because my jokes, like when I write them out, like the joke, my transsexual joke, I'm not coming from a malicious point. I'm just looking at it from a different point of view.
Okay.
You know?
Also, Jolly gives off the vibe that if I was offended and I did want to go and complain to him, he wouldn't care.
Yeah, true. That's true. Hey, Jolly. I was
don't
very
think-
offended by your trans show. He's like, okay.
I
Fuck
don't.
you.
No, I would just look you in the eyes and just walk away.
Yeah. I don't think that would change. I don't
Yeah,
think
you still gonna get these midget jokes.
I don't think Jolly is gonna be like, oh, Okay. I didn't
I'm
realize.
so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You know what?
It'd be a waste
I'm gonna
of
walk
breath.
you over here and get your money back. You know?
I don't give a damn about that. You paid.
Well,
oh man, we're so damn proud of you, dude.
Proud of y'all, man. I love this show.
Ah, man, we love you. Well, I'm just glad we're still doing it. We get to have you on here.
Aren't y'all doing the cruise this year?
Well, we did it. We don't know about 2025. It's still up in the air.
I'm gonna keep harassing you about the 26th.
We want to do it if it's the best deal for all the listeners, and you
sense.
get, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and
if we can't get
Tony Palmiotto is always
Tony
looking.
not on it no more.
He's looking at
yeah,
but
he's still there.
He just
He's
hasn't
slowing down a little bit.
He hasn't reached out to me with any sort of great deals that have popped up, but he said he would. And
But he also quit the show like every other employee we had.
I thought.
Yeah, he quit.
No, don't listen to John.
Yeah, I'm not listening. They're a crazy
Butler
man.
quit. Butler quit.
He does it to you every time, Jolly.
Butler quit, and then Sam quit, and then Tony quit, and Tony quit. Tony quit. I think Tony quit because Tom was sexually harassing him.
No,
none of like little rumors, man.
He's enjoying a cruise lifestyle and his cruise business blowing up crazy.
He's on like Virgin Voyages right now in a suite.
He just live on the boats now?
Pretty much.
Damn.
He's doing like an insane amount of cruises a year. He loves it.
He retired though, right? From Radio Shack, right?
Yeah. But that was like in the 70s.
I mean, shit, I basically retired from Radio Shack, right? I mean,
Radio Shack been going along. It's still one Radio Shack left.
Yeah.
It's on Orange Avenue. Y'all know about that one?
No.
It's on Orange Avenue, like downtown, closer to like you know what Michigan is?
Yeah.
It's not going towards Florida Mall. It's
I'm gonna
on
head
this
down
side,
there.
by the hospital.
But it's
Shack.
spelled S-H-A-Q.
It's a Radio Shack.
Yeah.
It might be two Radio Shacks. I think it's one by
I used to love Radio
West
Shack.
Oaks Mall.
Yeah. Oh, West Oaks. West Oaks got the velvet.
I know it's one on Orange, but it's probably like a
Radio Shack.
money laundering scam.
Yeah. Oh, West Oaks goes hard. Yeah.
Who? West Coast?
West Oaks goes hard, man.
Oh yeah, it's nothing in there though.
Andrea used to work out at the West Oaks Old Navy, and that's what made her really tough.
Hell yeah.
That's
But
a
that was
tough-ass
back in
Old
the
Navy.
good old days, though, right?
Yeah, I think Andrea actually got punched in the face of the West Oaks Old Navy, like on a return. You know, like
at the Old Navy.
Yeah,
You can't hit people at Old
I'm
Navy.
here to return this sweater, and they just punch her right in the face.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's a crazy world, man.
What made this someone call this area West Oaks?
It was a beautiful part of town at one point. Y'all weren't here yet, I don't think.
Oaks, pine trees. I see.
Ocoee was a nice part of Orlando until I blame it on the Haitians. I blame everything on Haitians nowadays.
Is that your thing?
Yeah, just blame it on
that's your race that you go for.
Well,
So it's
because I got
easier.
Haitian friends, that's why. Rob,
Yeah,
my
so
boy
it's
Rob
easier.
Smiles, yeah.
Rob Smiles the Haitian.
Yeah, I like to give him a hard time.
Yeah. What's he say?
Nothing. He don't give a damn.
Yeah. He's like, Haitians are hardworking people.
Yeah, they are. They're great people too. I love Haitians.
Jolly, where can people find your social media?
MRD Jolly on Instagram or just Uncle Jolly the website. That's the best way.
How'd you get Uncle Jolly the website?
UncleJolly.com.
It wasn't taken?
I bought America's Favorite Uncle, and then I bought the subsidiary name to where they can go straight to that. But
Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't taken.
America's Favorite Uncle wasn't taken either. That's interesting.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And then once Jolly doesn't pay his GoDaddy, it'll be available.
Yeah. Most comedians are websites aren't working. Most of the comedians their websites aren't working.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, so I keep everything logged in.
No, you got it.
Yeah. I ain't had a drink in 18 months.
Hey,
Yeah, it's been a
man,
long
congratulations.
time. Yeah, thank you.
That's
I mean,
super good.
when you stop drinking, you realize they got other type of juices besides cranberry and orange juice.
Yeah. What are you on? What are you on?
What, juices?
Yeah, what kind of juices you get on?
Man, guava. You ever had guava?
I have had.
That's fucking delicious.
Tom's
Mango.
whole neighborhood has an aqua fresca stand.
For real?
You know, you have the little Latin man that
Oh,
has the.
he just
and
making
he got the,
fresh aqua
Yeah, and then he got
frescas?
the little cup on top of each of the jugs.
Does
and it
he
has
do
the-
a dance?
And then it has the fruit. Yeah, he dances.
Well,
And he
like
has
this?
The,
Does he do this?
yeah, he does like this, and he like shake, 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 and then he has the little fruits, and then next door to it, they have elephant ears.
What?
Yeah, dude. You
Oh,
want
the
me to
funnel
take it?
cake joints?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's right. I mean, it's
He's bullying me,
literally-
Jolly.
You can literally
By saying that, he's obviously implying they live in a poor
Yeah,
neighborhood.
you could throw a golf ball too. Like by the time you walk with the elephant ear to his house, still piping hot.
Damn. That's a pretty rough neighborhood.
Yeah, it is rough. It is very rough.
Anyway, we appreciate you guys listening to today's show.
Yeah.
And
It was a weird one.
It is a weird
It's
show.
a weird one.
It threw me off a little bit.
Where else can you get our children and Tony Hinchcliffe in one show?
One show, baby.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
We hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Support
and
our
your
comedian
weekend.
friends like Jolly that have been in here since they were just struggling comedians that are now professional comedians. That's really cool, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got a ACT on Friday that we did with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yep.
So enjoy that. And we will see the BDMs on Monday.
Yes, yes.
And we'll see you next week.
Yep. Have a great holiday, everybody.
Mama, we made it.